Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize for the delay in the broadcast. We are in a lightning delay, and there's 4 minutes and 35 seconds, knock on wood, that away from kickoff as Hendrickson hosts the Belton Tigers. But before we jump into kickoff real quick, I do want to bring on my new color commentator this year joining me. He's the assistant basketball coach for the boys team, and he has good taste in cheering for K-State basketball players. How are you doing tonight, assistant coach Seth Cross?
I'm doing well, Sam. How are you doing?
You know, I've been waiting for football to come back for a while now. I had, 5 games last year with no crowd mic. I went through the entire basketball season with no crowd mic. Finally got a crowd mic to work in baseball, so I'm jacked. And I'm trying to see if I can get my crowd mic to work right now. There we go. As the Belton Tigers are running through the tunnel. Coach, real quick, let's talk about the Hendrickson Hawks before they run through the tunnel. And what are you looking forward to tonight with the new offense? Or not new offense, but with this year's. Wait, pause real quick. The Hendrickson Hawks are about to run through the tunnel, but as they run through the tunnel, what are you looking forward to, Coach?
Well, Sam, first of all, great to be here. Excited for another season. Of course, it would take a lightning delay, make us wait a little bit longer. I think there's a lot of excitement around our football team this year. We've got a senior class that's got quite a few key components. There are athletes all over the field, and what's kind of becoming an underrated aspect of our program is we have quite a few collegiate-level interest players. I think this is a year that we should expect to maybe, like Coach Pierce said in his interview with you, I think we might break out this year. I think we're going to surprise quite a few people with what the type of team we're going to put on the field.
I agree. Now, a few questions. So let's take a look real quick at tonight's let's see here. Let's look tonight at our quarterback matchup tonight as we are about to have the coin toss at midfield. So here's our quarterback matchup. For Hendrickson, you have number 5, the junior Pete Vallejo. And last year against the Belton Tigers, Pete threw for 208 yards and a touchdown with 1 interception on 18 for 30. And he rushed for a touchdown with 8 carries and 18 yards. What does Pete have to do tonight for the Hawks to get the win here in Pflugerville?
I think first and foremost for Pete, I think he just wants to see a few completions. He's got so much talent, and of course as a sophomore playing varsity football, that is never easy, but he did a really good job last year. He got banged up a couple times. I think he had a shoulder injury, but he is back, he is healthy, and from what I've seen and from what we've talked to the coaches, he is really spinning the ball, and I think that's going to be the key because we have so many playmakers on the perimeter. So a healthy Pete Vallejo is a dangerous Hendrickson Hawks offense.
You could not have said it better. I know last year he went down in the Leander game. I was here week 2, a game that we do not want to talk about. But Cleveland came in and brought some offense to life in that game when he went down before half. Let's talk about the captains real quick. It looks like that's number 77. I believe that's Adarius Hines out there for Hendrickson. You got number 54.
Victor Truon is 54. Looks like Maddox Quiller, number 2, and Romello Boy. Oh, excuse me, that might be Carnell Spicer, number 8.
That is Carnell. So. Now, while they do the coin toss, Coach, what can you say? And I talked to Rochelle Reyes the other day, the mom of Legend Samuel on the basketball team, and she told me that not a lot of people will know until he's seen on the field. Please talk about Romello Boykin and what he brings this year to the team.
Oh, no question. So first and foremost for fans or just interested listeners, Romello Boykin was a senior last year, had a horrible accident and incident that he survived. He was granted a waiver by the UIL for a final year of eligibility because he missed his entire sophomore year and I believe the back end of his freshman year. The calendar kind of runs blurry, but the point is this: Romello Boykin is a collegiate level receiver. He's received Division I interest from New Mexico State and Stephen F. Austin, just to name a few.
Well, we're going to pause real quick for the moment of silence and the national anthem.
Thank you. Please turn and face the flag in the scoreboard end zone. Gentlemen, remove your hats. Face the flag. The national anthem will be performed by the Hendrickson Choir under the direction of Cassandra Nodal. Colors will be presented this evening by the Hendrickson Hawk Marine Corps Junior ROTC. Please remain standing as the colors are retired.
We are back here on the Hawkeye Soaring Network. Let me see. We are back here on the Hawkeye Soaring Network as the Hawks are taking the field with Belton kicking off first to start the football game. And real quick, I'm trying to quickly get my scoreboard thing to work real quick. But it looks like Hendrickson will be receiving the kickoff first, and Belton will be kicking the ball off, moving from right to left on your radio dials. In their red pants, red helmets trimmed in red numerals with Hendrickson in the navy tops, navy pants, white numerals. Looks like the dark navy helmets with the silver H logo. Back to receive the kickoff for Hendrickson.
Looks like J.G. Green and Trevor Morgan, two of our speedsters. So be excited to see them return one of these opening kickoff for a touchdown like we did a few years ago with Spencer DiStefano.
Absolutely, Coach.
Fans, let's get ready.
We are ready. Let's make sure the crowd sounds okay. And we are ready again. Back to receive. That's Trevor Morgan and you said Green?
Yep, J.G. Green. Looks like
J.J.
number
Green,
17.
and here's the kick, and we are underway for football. Receiving the kick as it's on the ground at the 13-yard line, cutting up the field 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He may be off to the field. By the time he had open space, the band might as well start playing. Say goodnight, touchdown, Hendrickson Hawks. I believe that is number 10, Trevor Morgan with the touchdown, Hawks. It's a house call. Seth, how do you feel about that, Coach Cross?
You just can't start the season any better. And Trevor is an elite track speed guy. He's a sub-11, 10.6, 10.7. Boy, he made one cut, and he was up the middle of the field. I don't think he got touched on that. So tremendous opening start to the season for the Hawks.
That was awesome, man. And last year, I believe we didn't see a touchdown until right before halftime. Pete Vallejo scored on the second drive last year, and then they scored right after halftime. Now, that was quick, and the Hawk fans loved it. Kicking the extra point for Hendrickson. The kick is up, and it is good. Bringing the, which makes the score now Hendrickson 7, Belton 0, with 11 minutes 48 seconds to go here in the Tater Q first quarter. We'll take a quick break. This is Hendrickson Hawk football.
Born and raised in the heart of Austin, Texas, Bobby and Bobby Mack are the dynamic duo behind Tater Q. One day, Bobby envisioned a stuffed potato loaded with all the fixings. An idea that sparked the beginning of Tater Q in 2016. Fast forward to January 2023, when their first brick-and-mortar location opened its doors at 1202 FM 685 in Pflugerville, Texas. Tater Q restaurant has redefined comfort food with our famous spud. Each loaded baked potato is crafted with savory meats, fresh toppings, and our signature sauces, creating a...
We are back as Hendrickson is up 7-0 on the Trevor Morgan 87-yard touchdown, as it's a pooch kick to the 30, caught 30, 35, dropped out of bounds. As I get my binoculars to work.
Looks like Lyric McGinnis on the return there. I couldn't quite see who made the tackle for the Hawks.
Belton will take over the ball, first down and 10, here on their first possession of the game with 11:43 to go, moving from right to left. Quarterback number 10, Will Shepard, is going to start the game for the Tigers, who last year threw for 37 yards against this Hawk team. Lined up in the gun is his running back next to him, that's number 33. He takes the handoff, and he crosses the 40-yard line before he's tackled by a flock of Hendrickson Hawks. Looks like that's number 26 on the tackle. I believe that's Khalil Stewart. Or no, it's looks like it's Cloud. Tamarian Cloud. Second down and 7, 3-yard gain for Belton. Twin running backs in the gun with one receiver to the right in motion. That's Gavin Ross. There's the snap. It's a quarterback keeper as Shepard crosses the 50, and he's tripped at the 48-yard line into Hawk territory. Nice run there for the first down gain by quarterback number 10, Will Shepard. Coach, what's your thoughts so far on this Belton offense? 3 plays, 2 big yardage gains, and they're already in Hawk territory.
Well, Belton last year I think had trouble with some of their identity, figuring out what they want to do. They kind of came out in an old school power formation, as it looks like Adrian Mendez on the tackle in space there.
Yeah, nice little pass to the running back in the flats. That's number 33, Javid Plans, the junior running back, and he takes it for a gain of about, let's say, along 5 maybe?
I think I'd give him that as well.
Yeah, second down and 5, as this Belton offense moving from right to left is moving pretty quickly. Again, you got to think both these teams were hungry to play each other after not very good game last year for both teams offensively. There's the snap. Shepard throws to the left, caught by his running back number 5. That's Ross, 45-40, and he is pushed out of bounds on the tackle.
And Ross, that's their go-to guy, number 5 for Belton. He's kind of their outside playmaker. He made a good little catch there. That's a staple of Belton's offense. They love that little bubble screen. They've always kind of given us trouble with that, and so there it is again. He picks up a big first down for the Tigers. First
down and 10 Belton at the Hendrickson 39, as lining up in the gun to the right side of the quarterback. That in motion, that goes number 45, the fullback. It's a handoff to their backup running back, number 25 for Belton. That is Gino Zetka, the senior, and he carries it across the 37 to the 36 of Hendrickson, 2nd and 8. And if you're just tuning in, welcome. We were in a lightning delay. Knock on wood that lightning stays far away, but there was lightning in the stadium on the first kickoff return of the season. There's the snap to Shepard. It's a handoff to Zeka. He takes it about another yard or two on the play, which will bring up 3rd and 4 or 5.
On the carry. Hawk fans on your feet for a 3rd down.
Big shout out to the new public address announcer this year, Ed Tidings, the father of Edward Tidings. And his voice is extremely majestic, and it brings a lot of excitement already to the crowd. 3rd down and long, and the gun alone is the quarterback, Shepard. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap. It's a quarterback keeper on the draw, making the tackle for Hendrickson.
Great tackle by Carnell Spicer. Wrapped him up right at the line of scrimmage around the ankles. Carnell's probably, I believe, our leading returning tackler. We didn't really have much of an intro because of all the delays, but Carnell Spicer getting in on the action. That's who you want making those tackles on defense.
Absolutely. It looks like it's kind of curious to see who. I'm kind of curious, Coach Cross, if they're going to go for it right here. But watch the pooch punt, because last year the quarterback, Will Shepard, was the punter, and I believe he's listed as the punter on the depth chart.
Let's get it started. Ready.
Oh, it's a pass, and it looks like it's caught for the 1st down. Nice catch there for Belton at the 21-yard line.
I think they're going to say incomplete. Yeah, that's an incomplete pass. Turnover on downs for the Hawks.
That's an unfortunate event for the Belton Tigers, as it was a nice throw and possible catch by number 2, Achilles Palomares, or let's just say Achilles.
What a great first name.
Absolutely. I feel like that guy you're going to see that guy someday play for a team like Oklahoma State or Texas, because he has a great name. Hawks take over, 1st down and 10 in the pistol formation. Vallejo throws it, caught by by Boykin, 40-45, and it's a gain of 11 on 1st down and 10 on the little bubble screen from Vallejo to Boykin. And I'm going to abandon the yard markers on my scoreboard, because Hendrickson has a pretty flashy offense in 2025, and it's hard for me to keep up. Lined up in the pistol again, that's quarterback, it's passed, it's caught, 45, 50, and going out of bounds near the 44-yard line. It's going to be about 2nd down and 2 for the Hawks. Second down and 2, maybe a long 3, or 2nd down and 3, maybe a long distance, regardless. That's Vallejo and the gun lined up. That's Artis Duncan. There's the snap. Pass is thrown. Caught. 1st down. Hawks at the 40-yard line. Tackle made on the play by number 46 for Belton. That is the outside linebacker, Jacob Lewis, with the tackle.
Braden Mueller with his first catch. I think I've got that at about 9 yards. And you're starting to see the danger of the Hawk offense. We've got playmakers on the perimeter. Vallejo's doing a great job slinging it out there right now.
Absolutely. There's the snap in the pistol to play action pass. Ball is nearly picked off, incomplete, intended for, looks like number, is that 16?
Yeah, was that Holden Cofford, I think, maybe? 15 or 16, hard to tell.
Yeah, I think that was, it looks like Trevor Morgan maybe.
Oh, might have been Trevor Morgan.
I have binoculars, because whenever we have home games, Coach, I feel like I'm in a helicopter looking over at some ant piles as high as we are. It's 2nd down and 10 in motion, because Morgan, there's the snap. It's a pass in the flats to, I think, Trevor Morgan. He takes it 30, 20, down at the 15-yard line goes Trevor Morgan on the motion from left to right on your radio, and he catches it and takes it for a 1st down in the red zone for the first time tonight.
It was a huge 23 yards catch and run there for Trevor, bringing him out of the backfield.
1st down and 10 Hendrickson at the 14 of Belton. 6 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the Tater Q first quarter here at the field. Lined up in the gun. There's the snap to Vallejo. He hands it off to Duncan. He cuts to the outside, and he is met about the 16-yard line where forward progress will be stopped. Nice tackle on the play
think that was J.G. Green on his first carry there, another one of our speedsters. So looks like he got no gain on that play. But, man, J.G., dangerous player when the ball's in his hands. One of those young playmakers we've got on the offensive side of the ball.
Yes, sir. That was number 32, Cameron Ellis, the senior outside linebacker with a tackle. Makes it 2nd down and 11 with 1 yard loss on the play. In the pistol, that's Green again. It's a play action. Vallejo throws the ball deep, and that ball is way out of bounds. Pete didn't see anyone open, so he threw the ball to his parents in the stands.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 11. Coach, what's the Hawks offense need to do here on 3rd and long in the red zone?
Well, I've always been a fan. When you get into the red zone, your spacing decreases. So when you've got a 3rd and 10, 3rd and long, pick up something. That way you can kind of make a decision on 4th. One exciting fact about this team this year, we've got a very young and promising kicker, Paulo Aldaban. He has the capability of hitting from 50. So always good to have offensive scoring abilities.
There's the snap. Looks like that's E.J. Neal Adams, I think, who takes it across the 10. Is that E.J.?
That's Romello Boykin on the carry.
Was that really?
Coach Pierce talked about this week when I spoke to him. He talked about moving Mello into little different positions: outside, inside receiver, backfield, jet sweeps. Mello's going to be all over the field.
Well, there's 2 things I got to say that's concerning there. One, if you're Belton, you got to watch out for number 0 now in the backfield. 2, I might need to get my eyes checked after thinking 0 was 27. And we got a math teacher behind us who's probably laughing. It's looks like is that 4th down or?
It is 4th down.
4th down. Pete's rolling to the right, throws it in the end zone. The ball is nearly picked off, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Nice defensive hold there for the Belton Tigers on the play action roll to the right, incompletion. Pass was, I believe, did you see who was intended to?
It was intended for Braden Mueller. That was a tough one. He broke open in the back of the end zone, but Belton did a good job squeezing the angle. And so just Pete was under some pressure. I tell you what, that's a huge stop for Belton because I was going to make a note. My goodness, that was a 9-play blitzkrieg of a drive. That was incredibly fast, but my goodness, a lot of plays.
Kind of felt like last year's game, Coach.
Really did. Really did.
Belton takes over the ball around the 5-yard line. The ball is thrown deep, and making the catch for Belton looks like that's number 5, Gavin Ross, the featured player for the Tigers, and he catches it at the 35, it looks like, of their own 35-yard line. 30-yard pass and catch from Shepard to Gavin Ross. Nice play, Coach.
Man, Gavin Ross is their guy, and he went up in traffic and made a spectacular catch.
So Belton looks like they're going to slow it down a little as there's 5 minutes, 37 seconds to go. First quarter, I don't know why the clock stopped.
I'm not sure either. That was...
But regardless, Belton has the ball lined up in the gun. That's Shepard. In motion comes the fullback 45, and he takes the handoff at the 30-yard line, dropped on the play. Looks like that's Maddox Quiller, I believe, number 2, I think. Right, Coach?
It sure was. Tremendous job by Maddox, staying home, but getting into the backfield, making pressure on that little inside end around. Didn't see who made the carry. Did you catch that there?
It was 45, the fullback, on the reverse handoff. For, I believe that was
Cason Morton, perhaps, their little tight end, maybe?
I think so, yeah. In the gun, that's Shepard, 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. He is blitzed, and he throws it. It's incomplete in the flats intended, but there is a flag on the play, folks. Hold everything.
Looks like defensive holding against the Hawks. That'll be I think that's a 10-yard penalty. So that's going to unfortunately be an automatic first down, I think, unless this is going to should result in an automatic first down for the Belton Tigers.
Do want to give a shout out. You got the high school band playing, and it feels good to at least hear the band playing and not just dead air with a crowd mic. Coach, so far we have 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. What do you think so far? Good crowd tonight.
Really good crowd, especially with the delays. I'll tell you one thing I'm very surprised at. Belton is coming out with breakneck speed. Unlike last year, it's very more deliberate, methodical. Both teams really, not huddling. We're snapping the ball within 5 seconds.
You hit it on the head. And taking the handoff as the running back, and looks like they're I thought there might have been a flag on the play.
On the carry brings up 2nd and 6.
There is no flag. I just put all Hawk fans' heart rates into orbit. It is 2nd down and 5 for Belton at their own 49. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's a play action pass caught by the wide receiver. That's number 2 for Belton. That's Achilles, and he takes it across the 40 for a Belton first down. Stopped at the 36-yard line 37 of Hendrickson. First down and 10 Belton. 4:17 to go and ticking in the Tater Q first quarter.
That was another one of their bubble screens. They faked an inside draw, slung it out to the outside. The Hawks were just too far away, and one of those bread and butter plays from Brent Sniffen.
There's the snap. It's a quarterback keeper by Will Shepard. He is met by 3 Hendrickson Hawks as he crossed to the 35 of Hendrickson, gaining about maybe 3 yards. It's 2nd and 7, 3:47 to go, first quarter.
It's a little old school veer. They're just doing it out of the shotgun formation, and Shepard's a pretty slippery athlete. That was a pretty good carry. He only got 3 yards, but he made something out of that where it didn't look like he was going to get a whole lot.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's number 33. Plans in the gun with his quarterback Shepard. Shepard looking to throw. That ball is incomplete. Intended to Plants in coverage out there for Hendrickson. That's number 25. Adrian Mendez, the junior linebacker. 3rd down and 7 for Hendrickson. As Coach Cross takes his headset off and fixes his hair for this game. Coach, we got hair for radio. That's what I got to say. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Actually, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. There's the snap. There's pressure. It's a little screen that could have been picked off on the play.
Nearly intercepted. Is that Paul Creighton? Couldn't quite tell there. Snuck in on.
That looked like, I think it may have been Lawson Hill. It looked like it was a 20, number in the 20s. So it's 4th down and 7 as there's a tall pole in my vicinity on the down marker on the scoreboard, but it looks like it's 4th and 7 for Belton on the Hendrickson 34 with 3:18 to go as the clock's ticking on the incompletion. I have no idea why. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs. Hendrickson football. This is a marathon, Coach, and, we turned it over on downs. They just turned it over on downs. There's no timeout, and the clock has been ticking on incompletions. Do you know why?
I'm not sure. We're all a little rusty.
Yeah.
Can we talk real quick? Both teams have run off about nearly 35 plays, it feels like, or close to that. That is such a unbelievable speed. We got 3 minutes left in this first quarter, and
I know.
My goodness, we're all over the field. This
Yeah.
is a great, wonderful, exciting start to the football season.
Hey, I am jacked, man. And Hendrickson has the ball lined up in the pistol formation with 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right in the pistol formation. That's number 27. Vallejo keeps the ball, and he is wrapped up on the play by number 90 for Belton. That is Evan Lockett, the defensive lineman, senior. Might be kin to Tyler Lockett or Sterling Lockett or Aaron or Kevin. Great name and great play there by that young man, Coach.
Yeah, Belton's done a really good job of kind of bottlenecking Hendrickson's run game. So far, I don't know if we have a positive rush, but all of our damage has been done on the perimeter. So we'll see if the Hawks can make an adjustment and start getting the run game involved.
In the gun, Pete Vallejo keeps it. He's looking to throw the ball deep, cutting over the middle. That looks like it's Boykin.
Oh,
it's
my
caught
goodness.
by Romello at the 37-yard line of Belton on the play. 32-yard line of Hendrickson to the Belton 37. I believe that's 31 yards, if my math's correct, on the reception for Romello Boykin. My goodness, Coach.
He is an outstanding athlete, and I'm not sure how there wasn't a pass interference. He got grabbed as he was going up, and he's just so strong, and at 6'3", what a great catch by Mello.
3 receivers to the left in the diamond formation. There's the snap. It's a bubble screen. Ball caught at the 30-yard line. Making the catch and breaking the tackle down the sidelines, 20, out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Was that Trevor Morgan again on the perimeter there?
It looks like him. Trevor Morgan came to play tonight, folks, and myself, Coach Cross, and Coach Dvorak and his son in the background are just loving this offense. The Hawks looks like they can maybe go all the way to Arlington. In the gun, That's Pete Vallejo in motion. It's a handoff to number 27. I believe that's E.J. Neal Adams.
That is E.J. Neal. That was a really good carry.
He takes it from the 17 near the 10-yard line, maybe a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play.
It was a nice inside run. E.J. is kind of a bowling ball, old throwback. He is maybe not going to run away from you, but he'll run through you and over you.
They're going to give him a gain of 3 on that. I need to get my eyes checked. There's the snap. It's a handoff. And it looks like he fumbled the ball, and I think Belton comes up with it. Let's see. Yep, turnover on downs on the fumble there. Unfortunate events for the Hawks as the drive comes to an end. We'll take a quick break after the turnover. You're listening to Hendrickson Hawk Football. We are back here on the Hawkeye Soaring Network. 1 minute, 37 seconds to go, first quarter, after the turnover in the Hawks red zone. It's a keeper by Will Shepard, and he has popped on the play at the 18-yard line. Nice hit there by the Hawks defense. And Will Shepard looks like he lost. Yeah.
Hard to tell where they spotted him. I think they might have given him a yard there, but boy, how did he pay dearly for that yard. Couldn't quite tell who that was on the edge. That might have been Carnell Spicer bringing bad intentions again.
What did we say during the spring game, Coach? First game of the year, Coach. Got to bring everything out now. In the gun, there's the snap to Will Shepard. He looks to throw the ball, and he's pressured, and he's rolling to the left. He throws it out of bounds. Intended receiver in the area. That looks to be number 2, Achilles. Achilles, and it's incomplete. Second down.
I tell you
what, third down.
Will Shepard is a slippery quarterback. He escaped 2 different players, rolled to his left, and was able to throw that ball out of bounds. He had 3 guys bearing down on him. So I tell you what, Belton, it's going to be tough to sack that young man tonight.
Third down and 9 for Belton from their own 19-yard line. There's the snap. Shepard throws over the middle. Ball is caught near the 15-yard line, well short of the first down. And you got to assume Belton's going to punt this football. But stranger things have happened. I think their quarterback is their field goal, or is their punter, and they're lined up to go for it. 34 seconds to go. 4th down and 4 as it's a kick by the quarterback, Will Shepard, and the ball bounces at the 36. Still going, and it's downed by Belton at the 16-yard line with 19 seconds to play, first quarter. Nice punt there from Will Shepard, going from the 24-yard line to the 16. Coach, do the math real quick. How long was that punt?
Oh, my gosh. I'm still trying to catch up, but we're at such a speed right now. It's unbelievable. I'm just doing my best to keep it here. That is Belton's first 3 and out of the game. Looks like we have a penalty on the field. Was that illegal procedure against Hendrickson? Did we have too many men on the field? I couldn't quite tell. The official made a gesture with his arms.
It looks like it may have been against Belton, and Coach wants a repunt possibly? Because it went to the 16, so there'll probably be, close to a 50-yard punt?
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't the punt. Golly, that was at least a 50-yard punt. I'm utterly confused right now why we're re-kicking.
So it's
what? Yeah, that was a violation. I think that was a Hendrickson defensive mistake. I'm not sure what we did, but it is 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
1st down and 10, Belton, 19 seconds to go. First quarter. And, Coach Pierce is probably kicking himself with that one because it was a good defensive stop. There's the snap. It's a handoff up the middle, taking it over across the 30-yard line for Belton. That looks like to be their running back, number 33. Jevin Plans, and that'll do it for our first quarter here at the field in Pflugerville in 2025. Hendrickson 7, Belton 0. We'll go to the second quarter, brought to you by the Hawkeye Soaring Network. This is Hendrickson Hawk Football on the Hawkeye Soaring Network.
Hawkeye Soaring Network is the official radio broadcast for Hendrickson Hawk Sports. It's proudly brought to you by 2011 Hendrickson graduate, Sam Ressler. Established in late September of 2024, Hawkeye Soaring Network has radio broadcasted over 60 games, both home and away, across football, basketball, and baseball. We look to add even more for the 2025 to 2026 season, and we have now added softball as well. You can follow us on X at HHSoaringN2024 or subscribe to us on YouTube at Hawkeye Soaring Network. Hawkeye Soaring Network is looking for sponsors for the 2025 to 2026 season. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, you can email us at hhsoaringn2024@yahoo.com. Go Hawks!
We are back here, second quarter action, as it's a handoff to the running back, and he is across the 40-yard line, first down on the play.
That was Shepard again.
It was a
That
quarterback
was Shepard
keeper.
again. Yeah, I'm telling you, that was a tremendous fake. He was patient in the backfield, and then he saw a crease and took off and picked up a big first down. About a 12-yard carry, would you say there, Sam?
Yes, sir. 12-yard carry on Shepard, and man, it's almost like he's replicating what Pete Vallejo did last year with the passing and the quarterback run game, moving the ball down the field. You got one receiver to the left, two to the right, twin backs in the gun. It's a handoff to their running back. I believe that's 33 Plans, and he takes it down to their own 43-yard line, maybe the 44. Let's see where the ball is.
He's been the primary back, Plans, number 33. He hadn't really been able to bust loose. I believe Will Shepard is the leading rusher, probably with close to 20, 25 yards. I'll have to go check the math at halftime.
Second, it's a run across the 45-yard line, and that looks to be number 25 for the Belton offense. Adrian Mendez on the tackle, but that was number 25, Zeka. Looks like they're going to just keep going at us, Coach Cross, with the three-headed running back monster, including the run game of Will Shepard.
I think so. Belton doesn't have any bell cows. They don't have a lot of big backs, but they've got a lot of really quick, fast players that can play in space.
So it's a screen. Ball's caught at the 43-yard line, tackled on the play. Let's see who that is for Hendrickson. Maybe number 50 on the defense. Again, folks, this is week 1 jitters. I think that was David Narvaez with the tackle. Looks like it's 4th down and 8. Belton might probably pooch it again. It is a pooch kick by Will Shepard. There is a flag on the play, though.
I think Hendrickson might get flagged again for too many men on the field. Coach, that's a killer. That's twice on 4th down that they're punting the ball, and we've committed some kind of violation. I still can't quite figure out what we've done, but this is going to result in another first down for Belton, or perhaps it might still stay 4th down here. Let's see what they mark it off as. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a 4th and very short. 4th and about 3.
If this was in Dublin last weekend, you're going for this with the weather. But let's see if Coach Sniffen for Belton decides to do another pooch or maybe a design quarterback run here with the run ability of Shepard. We'll see. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's a handoff to I think Plans, and he is stuffed on the play where it's going to be. He's about 2 yards short of the first down. Nice stop there by the Hawks defense. I think is that Spicer on the tackle?
It sure looked like it. He and a couple other Hawks were in there, but man, they read the play, they stuck with their keys, and this is a huge turnover for Hendrickson. If the Hawks can go score here, that would put quite a bit of pressure on Belton, because the Belton defense has been on the field for quite a while.
I agree, Coach. I think if the Hawks can move the ball down and score, it'll be huge for Hendrickson, but it'll also give the Hawks their same points they had last year, which we're on pace for right now. In the gun, that's Pete Vallejo, and looks like there's a false start against the Hawks. We'll back them up 5 yards.
I think we were a little looked a little bit like Canadian football. Looked like we were moving a little bit before the snap and took off, and unfortunately that is the game they play north of the border, but not here. You got to wait till that ball snapped.
So the ball's going to back the Hawks up with 9 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the Hawkeye Soaring Network second quarter, and it's 7-0 Hawks, with the only scoring so far coming off of the 87-yard kickoff return touchdown from Trevor Morgan. In the pistol formation, there's the snap. It's a handoff to Henderson's running back. He crosses the 50, and he's dropped at the 45, I believe, on the carry.
That's the explosive J.G. Green that I was telling you about.
He has some wheels on him.
Jonathan Green is a really talented track athlete, and so when he gets into space, he can really hit a crease and turn it up. He is, I believe, a junior Olympian in the 400. He had a really good summer.
On my depth chart, he's listed as an ATH.
That's exactly right. And Coach Pierce probably wants it to stay that way because that young man can catch it, run it. He could probably throw it.
Can he play basketball?
You know what? I think he can play a little ball.
There's the snap. It's a play action. Vallejo rolling to the right. He's at the 50. He throws it. The ball is caught at the 20-yard line. Nice catch there for Henderson.
Braden Mueller.
Number 3, Braden Mueller with the catch. Nice catch for him tonight, and he is just playing really good football right now, Coach Cross, the junior wide receiver. First down and 10 Hawks at the Belton 20-yard line, 8:56 to go, as the Hawks are slowing it down, looking over at their offensive coordinator for the Hawks. Who is the Hawks offensive coordinator? Is that Coach Neely?
I believe that's Coach Neely, yes.
That coach is a good coach, but whenever I talk to him about lightning delays in baseball, he kind of scares me. There's 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right in motion. I believe that's caught, and he's tackled. That's
Romello.
That's Romello, yeah.
They read that play. That was a little kind of a swing route, bringing Romello from one side of the field, then to the backfield, then out of the other. Belton read it well. It results in about a 7-yard loss, I believe.
Second down and 17 on the 7-yard loss on the play. Nice defense there for Belton. And again, these two teams, it's week 1. You got to be fired up. The only teams right now both these teams have fewer losses than my K-State Wildcats, and they're both playing better so far than both of them. In the pistol formation with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left in motion, that's one of the tight ends. It's a handoff up the middle, crossing the 25, 20, down to the 17-yard line.
I believe that was Artis Duncan on his first carry. Did a great job following his blocks up the middle, and he's going to pick up the penalty yardage and maybe +2, so about a 9-yard carry there.
2 receivers to the right, that's for Henderson. That's number 18, Sawyer, and lined up, I believe, next to him. I can't see that number, but Mueller's to the right. Ball's caught, 10. Oh, it's incomplete. Dropped by Sawyer right on the – it looked like it was a good throw, but maybe just a little fast.
Sawyer is probably waltzing into the end zone if he catches it. Actually, Sam, it's hard to tell. 18 and 10 look exactly alike. That might have been Trevor. Actually, no, you're right. That was Weston Sawyer. Dadgum almost got his first touchdown. But now, Sam.
Here comes Brendan McCardo.
Oh, pardon me. This is Brendan McCardo.
Lining up for the 35-yard field goal attempt on the left hash. There's the snap, the hold. The kick is up for the first field goal of the season, and it is right down the middle. The Hawks add 3 to their score, and it is bringing in our new score in the game. Hendrickson adds 3 on the McCardo field goal. It's Hendrickson 10, Belton 0, 7:17 to go here in the Hawkeye Soaring Network second quarter. This is Hendrickson Hawk football. We are back here as the ball is kicked and caught by Belton. Here he comes across the 25, 30, 35, 40, and it looks like he may have lost it, but he's back on top of it. 31 on the return for Belton. That is
Davin Ponce on the tackle there on special teams.
26. My messenger told me the punt returner was number
Wilkinson.
26. That's Easy and Wilkinson. Yes, sir. What would I do without you, Coach Cross?
Hey, it's a team effort in here,
That's
man.
right. You can't spell teacher without E&A, and you can't spell EA Sports without E&A, as it's a carry across the 35-yard line to the 37 for Belton on first down.
Really good job by Hendrickson defense rallying to the football on that left side. Looked like maybe Zabrian Brown got in on that tackle. Couldn't quite tell who the linebacker or corner was that got in there too. But man, Hendrickson is flying to the football.
They are 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Lined up in the gun, that's number 25, I believe, or 33, that's Plants. And on the tackle looks like number 8, Carnell Spicer with the tackling Plants to the Belton 30-yard line. Looks like he is going to lose yards depending on the spot of the down. But he lost 2 yards on the play on the stop by Spicer.
Sam, that old adage, some people have a nose for the football. That is Carnell Spicer. That young man has such instincts to find runners and make defensive plays.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shepard rolling, throws the ball caught, 44-yard line for Belton on the catch. That is number 5, Gavin Ross, the stud wide receiver for the Tigers, is doing more damage for the offense against the Hawks. As he crosses the 40 down to the 44-yard line here, second quarter, 5:57 to go until halftime. And again, coming up at the half, this year we have the visiting band plays first like usual, and then the Hawk band will finish. And we'll take a little break and then have the Hawk band perform. And while they finish up, we'll do our halftime show. There's 1 receiver to the right as they're doing a little huddle, and looks like there's a timeout on the field by Belton. We'll take a quick break. Hendrickson Hawk football will continue in just a moment.
Born and raised in the heart of Austin, Texas, Bobby and Bobby Mack are the dynamic duo behind Tater Q. One day, Bobby envisioned a stuffed potato loaded with all the fixings. An idea that sparked the beginning of Tater Q in 2016. Fast forward to January 2023, when their first brick-and-mortar location opened its doors at 1202 FM 685 in Pflugerville, Texas. Tater Q Restaurant has redefined comfort food with our famous spud. Each loaded baked potato is crafted with savory meats, fresh toppings, and our signature sauces, creating a meal that brings everyone together. So stop on by and taste why our spud is a must-try for barbecue lovers.
We are back, Hawkeye Story Network, 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go, as it is that 4th and 1? It looks like it's 4th down and 1. It's a flag. I think Belton may have jumped early.
Yeah, that's going to be false start. We about 5 or 6 white jerseys took off before the ball ever left the center's hands. So that's a tough penalty. That's 4th and inches there. You know, that's one of those Philadelphia Eagles, what do they call that? The brotherly shove.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, just got a little antsy. So I think Belton's going to have to punt this football. It would be real risky inside their own territory.
Well, it's hard to tell every time Belton has the ball because their punter is their quarterback. So it would not surprise me at one of these points it's like a fake punt over the middle for a first down. But, they need some offense right now. There's the snap. It's a pooch punt by Shepard, and there's a flag on the play, which I believe Hendrickson may have jumped off sides. As there's another flag thrown at the 40-yard line between running wide receiver and cornerback, and both coaches are running onto the fields, keeping their players separated.
I think both of these penalties are going to go against Hendrickson. And again, 4th down, you've got the opponent punting, and unfortunately just a mistake it seems like. And I think we're going to pick up potentially a personal foul down here. I think that's going to go against Hendrickson unless it's offsetting. But I think we had another defensive offsides. I think was going to be the initial foul, and that would give Belton a 4th and 2. But if there is a personal foul, that would be an automatic first down for Belton, and they would take the penalty yardage at 15.
Well, they're still talking about it. Here's the call. So, are penalties going to offset?
I think they got the wrong person on the penalty. I think that might have been number 7, but they called out 14, I believe. So I think the referees got that mistake. But regardless, it results in another just critical turnover, or excuse me, an extension of the drive for Belton on a 4th down when they were punting. It's the 3rd time in this game. So Hendrickson's they've got some work that they've got to do on that 4th down punt, because it looks like Belton's coming out running regular offense, but really it's just kind of like you said earlier, it's just kind of a little pooch punt.
Yeah, there's one thing I guarantee you that Coach Pierce is going to circle this week on his stat sheet, and that's going to be the 4th down conversions for Belton, because half of them you got to figure are Hendrickson inflicted. So it's 1st down and 10 Belton now after the penalty by Hendrickson, as the Tigers take over 1st down and 10 at the Hawks 41 with 5:25 to go. Now, Coach, I learned this last night watching the Weiss game. There's a 2-minute timeout now in high school football. Did you know that?
That's right. I was watching my alma mater last night, and we have 2-minute warning. So college level, high school level, pro level. So really, if you think about it, you get 4 timeouts in a half, and I think that's going to be really critical and really interesting strategy throughout the season to see who's able to kind of, save some of those timeouts, utilize the 2-minute stoppage. So that's going to be interesting, just like we see in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's weird. They had it this past year in college. So I feel like they're going more and more to it. You're probably having a middle school soon. You got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In the gun, it's a snap to Shepard, and he has pressure on the play. The ball is thrown deep. Nice play. 10-5, touchdown, Belton on the play. I believe that's number 2, Achilles, with the Belton touchdown. And there's a flag on the play, which will be coming on the celebration of showboating.
As it stands, that was another incredible catch by Ross.
Was that Ross or?
Yeah, I think so. I believe that was Ross.
I'm pretty sure that was Achilles. I wish they would have replays, but I think the touchdown counts, but I think it was unsportsmanlike conduct. It was Ross.
Yeah, it was Ross. So he and again, Will Shepard stepping up in the pocket, escaping pressure, finding his man downfield. Hendrickson was just a little bit behind. Ross makes a nice catch and then runs away from a couple defenders and is able to sneak into the end zone. And I guess we're going to enforce the penalty perhaps after the extra point attempt, it looks like.
Make them kick from their own 20 or something? Or 30?
I think that's right. I think they're going to back him up on the kick attempt. Oh, excuse me. It looks like
it's on
personal
Hendrickson.
Foul. Oh, offsetting.
So it's 10-6 as the first points on the season given up by the Hawks defense is a deep pass for about, let's say, 40 yards to the stud wide receiver Gavin Ross, who we featured him, Coach, in our pregame show, him and Romello Boykin.
And you can see why. Both players are integral to both offenses. Gavin Ross is leading his team in receiving. I don't have the final figures in front of me, but Gavin Ross is probably at 100 yards receiving. He's been the number 1 target in the air. But really, again, the key to this has been the play of Will Shepard. He has escaped pressure, stepped up in the pocket, and allowed his playmakers, despite Hendrickson creating some pressure on defense.
So 10-6 is our new score after the Gavin Ross touchdown on the left side of the he caught it about the 10, which it was a great throw from Will Shepard. So there was a roughing the passer call by Hendrickson on the touchdown, and that penalty's declined. So we will finally, after 20 minutes, kick the extra point here. I believe kicking the extra point for Belton. I believe that's number 27, Corin Ramazar. The kicker, he's a senior, and the extra point is good, bringing our new score as the Longhorns fight song is playing, which they got a big game tomorrow, Coach, as our score now 10-7. We'll keep it right here. Let's, with the Longhorn fight song playing, do the Longhorns have a shot?
Oh, absolutely. There's a reason the University of Texas is the #1 team in the country, but you get one of those weird circumstances. We don't get this often. #1 team plays #2 on the road. #1 team is the underdog at the second-rated team. So one of those weird little coincidences. I think UT's got an excellent shot to make the playoff and potentially win the whole thing. That's why they're picked #1, right? Well,
you're right, and I will say, for the first time in 3 years, I will finally say Texas is back, because my thing was they had to win 10 straight games. They had to have 10-win seasons for 3 straight years, not just 1 year. I mean, K-State had like 3 straight years, and I used to think Texas would lose again and be back to irrelevance. No, I'm joking. But I do think Texas football is really good, and they're a team you do not want to face in the playoffs.
So, Sam, like we were talking about earlier, I'm not the officials, of course, were all a little rusty, but there must have been a penalty against Belton. That must have been a personal foul.
Yeah, I think there was. But what I don't get is
because they've moved Belton back to their own 25-yard line to kick. So if you're the Hawks here, yeah, it looks like the Hawks have moved up their kickoff coverage team. So, boy, the last time that Trevor Morgan got his hands on a kick, he housed it. So he and J.G. Green are dangerous. We'll see if Belton even puts it in play, see if they try to squib it or maybe pooch.
So here's the kick from their kicker that just kicked the extra point. That's Ramazar. And it is caught at the 20-yard line, 25-30, 35-40, and he's tackled on the play near the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. Was that Morgan?
That was J.G. Green this time.
It's hard for me to see again. I feel like if you have to be a coach, you got to have good eyes. And I feel like when I get to work next week, I might need to go to the little eye chart. So it is 5 minutes, 2 seconds to go until halftime. And again, at halftime, we're going to take a little break and check some scores around the district. And again, Weiss won last night, as there's the snap to. Is that? It's overthrown, intended. Was that Romillo? Romillo, incomplete pass at the 10-yard line.
That was Chance Pierce in the sophomore.
I was about to say that. I saw a number 13 out there, and I had to look at my sheet before the ball was in the air. So, sophomore quarterback Chance Pierce is in, and man, he has an arm.
He does. We've really got 2 quarterbacks who can absolutely sling it. Both of them got some reps. Pete this summer was still recovering from his shoulder injury, so Chance, I think, got a lot of experience working with these receivers. So
in motion from left to right, that's Morgan keeping it. I believe, is that Pierce? He takes it across the 45 down at the 49-yard line, and he's close to the first down marker, maybe 2 or 3 yards short. I think they're saying 3rd and 1, so he's right there next to it. It's hard to, again, I don't think my vision's that bad, but I'm so used to watching this on my TV screen in the summer. There's the snap in the pistol formation, handoff, 50-45. Nice run there, I believe. Let's see who that was. I think that was Artis Duncan.
Yeah, that's a nice 6-yard gain, picks up the first down.
First down and 10, Hendrickson at the Belton 44, approaching the 4-minute mark until halftime. Pierce takes the snap. He throws the ball deep left towards Mueller. That ball is nearly caught. Nice defense there by Belton. Number 3, Anthony Garcia. And very nice play, but nice defense there to disrupt the pass.
that defensive back, if he doesn't get a finger on that, it's a walk-in. And even though he got a finger on it, Mueller read the ball really well. I think it surprised him how quick it got to his hands. He almost came up with that. That would have been another big play touchdown. Mueller, 6'2", junior receiver, really excellent potential. This is going to be his first year getting a lot of first-team reps.
In the pistol, there's the snap. Ball is thrown by Pierce. It's incomplete, intended for Boykin in the bubble as a bubble screen. And it's third down for Hendrickson. Third down and 10, 4:03 to go till halftime. Both bands are down near the playpen by the scoreboard and are getting warmed up. And we'll definitely have two very good halftime performances tonight with Hendrickson's band, one of the best in Texas.
You know, one thing Hendrickson's done well on this drive, we've run the ball, we established it. I wouldn't be surprised here if we maybe run it. Now it looks like we're going to throw it.
Ball's caught by Mueller again, and he is going to be probably about 3 yards short of the first down. Let's see what Coach Pierce likes to do. 3:53 to go, clock ticking, 4th and 5.
I think we're going to go for this.
I would, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I think Belton, they might call timeout here to kind of make us think about it and save some clock. But
maybe we'll get Belton to do what Henderson's done on 4th downs. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap to Pierce. He's pressured. Ball thrown. Incomplete. Intended for Mueller. Nice defense knocking the ball away for Belton. I believe that's number 30. And that is Adam Gonzalez, the senior linebacker, there to disrupt the play. Turnover on downs. Belton football. Hendrickson 10, Belton 7, 3:28 to go till halftime.
Disappointing into that drive. Hendrickson really had some good things going, and again, that first down toss, you're a couple inches away from a touchdown. Resulting plays ends up, turnover on down. So we'll see what Belton can do here.
There's the snap. It's a pass caught at about the 45-yard line. Nice catch there for Belton. I believe that is number 5, Gavin Ross, and he takes it to across the 45 to the 49-yard line for a Belton first down. Coach, Hawks got the ball to start the game with that Trevor Morgan touchdown, and the last thing you need right now is to let Belton come down and score before the half. There's the snap. Nice run there across the 50 into Hawk territory. Goes the running back. I believe that's Plants, and he is just carrying the ball really well tonight.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in the game. We're nearing the 2-minute warning or
2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout as we call it. This is big for both teams.
Nice pass by Belton's quarterback, Will Shepard, and it's caught by, once again, number 5, Gavin Ross, and he is near the first down marker at maybe a yard or a couple inches short, where it's going to be third down and inches for Belton as they quickly line up. And let's see, I thought they were going to get under center, Coach, but line up in the gun with receiver to the left, receiver to the right, and there's the snap to hand off to Plants, and he takes it across the 40 inside the Hendrickson 40-yard line for a first down, Belton. As we are going to have our first 2-minute timeout here in high school football in 2025. We'll take a quick break, Coach. As we return, we will have 2 minutes left. You're listening to Hendrickson Hawk football, 10-7, Hawks lead, 2-minute timeout. We are back here on the HHS network as it is a 1st down and 10 for Belton at the first 2-minute timeout of the season for your Hawks. Hendrickson 10, Belton 7, and they are knocking on the door of the red zone inside the Hawks 40. We are ready for play as the ref blows his whistle, and there's the snap to Will Shepard. He does a play-action pass. Nice catch there.
Oh, my goodness.
Caught at the
that's got to be
35-yard line, and there's flags everywhere, folks.
So we're going to get an illegal crackback block, but that also should have been pass interference before because there was no attempt to make a route, and a person ran right through one of our guys. Then he finished it off with a personal foul. This is a huge moment because if this ends up being a personal foul against the Tigers, this is going to put them in a 1st and 25 situation, which is drastically different than 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 8. Or I guess that play might have resulted in a little bit better, but that's a huge penalty against the Tigers.
Looks like it is going to be that 1st down and 25 where they have the ball now at the 50-yard line. There's the snap. It's a handoff and it's dropped on the play. It looks like to be the running back Plants. And he falls down, takes a tumble as he slips on the grass.
That was great. Samuel Umana with a nice tackle off the edge there for a loss.
Second down and 24 as we have 77 seconds to go. And there's the snap. Shepard's pressured. He rolls to the left.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to come back.
Definitely holding as the ball's thrown deep. And it looks like it may have almost been picked off, but tackled at the 7-yard line. Nice catch there, but it looks like it's going to come back, folks.
Humongous hold. We've got 2 flags in the back. I think that's going to both be on Belton. Huge hold. Shepard probably would have been sacked. Man, I tell you what, Will Shepard, he has been the absolute key to this team tonight because he is under a lot of pressure. He is able to slip, slide, and escape. Yeah, it's going to be – so they're going to move him back 10 yards. But, man, folks, I don't know if you're just listening. This kid from Belton, this kid is something else. He is only a junior, and boy, howdy, he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Here's some score updates just around college real quick tonight. You have K-State's opponent next week. The Army Black Knights are going to overtime with Tarleton State. It's 24-24. And the good sign of that is looks like the Black Knights are struggling with some purple teams. And then you have KU, who's up 39-7 in the third quarter against Wagner. Second down and 34. There's the snap to Shepard. He's rolling to the right, and he breaks a tackle, and now he goes down at the 40, and it's going to be 3rd down, and I believe the 1st down marker is in the next area code.
Boy, howdy, we had a lot of Hawks that flew in on that play. About 3 different guys hit him, and he finally went down.
There's an injured player on the field. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Hendrickson Hawk Football. We are back. It's 3rd down and 31 with 53 seconds remaining in the first half. Hendrickson looks like they're going to call timeout as I believe the Hawks are wanting to talk this over on the 3rd down and 31. We'll take another break. Hawk football will continue momentarily. We are back here as it's a 5-yard penalty, makes it now third down and 26 for the Tigers after a 5-yard penalty for back-to-back timeouts, I believe. There's pressure, ball caught, 45, 50, 45, and gaining on the play about 17 or 18 yards is Belton, and now Coach Sniffen has a big decision to make. There's 40 seconds to go. Coach, I guarantee you right now he's thinking about the strength of his kicker's leg right now. As the clock ticks, there's 40 seconds to go and ticking. 4th down and 9 for Belton. 10-7 our score, Hendrickson leads. 30 seconds, there's the snap. Shepard pressured, ball's thrown, and it looks like it is incomplete as the ball hits the ground, as the sideline ref says, turnover on downs, Hawk football. And Coach, I expect a kneel down right here to go into the half.
I would expect the same. You're up 10-7. It's been kind of a wild first half, kind of wild swings, but Hendrickson, looks like we've got 2 timeouts. We might take a shot. We've got some huge playmakers on the outside with some height. I think you take maybe one shot, see if you can get downfield, and if you don't like what you see, just take a knee. Let's go to half. We'll see what Coach Pierce draws up here.
Well, looks like the Hawks are gonna come out in the gun. There's the snap as Vallejo rolls to the right. Looks like he's throwing deep to Romello. Ball is caught at the 31-yard line by Romello Boykin, which we saw that twice to start spring games. One at Hawks Field and then one at Buda Johnson. Coach?
Unbelievable. Mello had to adjust in midair, came back to the ball. I got to do a little bit of quick math here. Was that a 40-yard pitch and catch there?
I think so. And we have the Hawk coaches in the box right next to us, and you would have thought we just won the national championship with the energy level in the box next to us. I don't know what the coaches snack on at Hendrickson, but my goodness, that looked like the student section of a college stadium right there.
31-yard catch from Pete, and boy, a beautiful ball. Might have been a tad underthrown, but I think that worked to Mello's advantage.
Yeah.
And this is kind of what I was saying in the pregame. I know we didn't have a lot of time, but Romello Boykin is a difference maker on the outside, and when he is one-on-one, it's going to be really difficult to keep him from having a chance to make a play.
Coach, we got down there at the 45-yard line on the sidelines there, at the 45 on the Hawk side. A second ago, Mercado was running up and practicing his invisible kick. So do you know the strength of his leg?
Mercado, I think the other day in practice, I think he kicked close to a 50-yarder. I don't know if that was bodies in front, live bodies coming at him, but he or Paulo Aldabon has a leg from where we are to put it between the uprights.
There's the snap. Vallejo throwing deep to Boykin, who's going to go up for it. Ball's caught and dropped.
Oh, my goodness.
It looks like it went through his – he had it, and then it hit his chest and then fell backwards to the back of the end zone. As one ref is waving, I think there's a flag on the play.
Just so our fans at home understand, that was a jump ball, beautiful pass. Mello was triple covered.
9 seconds to go.
And nearly caught that. And my goodness.
What did the ref say? It looks like there's – so here comes Mercado. He's going to line up for the 48-yard kick. As the student section is going nuts through our crowd mic, which –
so we had used our last timeout. I think Belton's going to call – well, maybe not. We got our field goal unit on the field.
Mercado's going to line up from the right hash. 48-yard field goal. There's the snap. It's blocked. Belton scoops it up. 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Or he's at the 10. He falls down,
Huge
and he's
play.
tackled, and that saves a
big
touchdown
play.
On the blocked field goal. Regardless, you got to give a lot of credit to the Belton defense there, and what an unfortunate event for the 48-yard try being blocked. It looked like it was maybe a botched snap, Coach, on the exchange.
I'm not sure, but I don't know if that was Trevor Morgan or if that was Weston Sawyer, whoever, 10, 18, that was an unbelievable hustle play because Belton was going to run that into the end zone on his cutback, and Hendrickson escapes the first half, still with protecting that lead 10-7. What a wild first half and an opening to the season.
Coach, we're going to take a break, and, wow, let's catch our breath after that. We'll go to the half. The Belton band will perform, and then we'll come back here in a few minutes with the Hendrickson band. But stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, folks, and we will see you in a few minutes with the Hawkeye School Marching Band. Actually, folks, we're going to stay right here, and we're just going to unmute. We're going to mute our mics, but we're going to keep the Silver Dancers for the Hawks are dancing, and you'll hear the music, and then the band perform. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here with our mics off, but enjoy the halftime show, folks.
At this time, please welcome to the field the Hendrickson High School Silver Dancers. The 2025-26 Silver Dancers are led by officers Captain Maggie Stedman, First Lieutenant Divine Milligan, Junior Lieutenant Shadi Navarro. Social officers include President Amron Coonan, Vice President Drew Shirley, Social Officer Peyton Malone. The Silver Dancers are under the direction of Autumn Fleet and Mary L. Schneider. Our Spirit Girl of the Week is Brooklyn Flores. The Navy of the Week is Max Marie Mignon. Our Silver Dancer of the Week is Karina Espinoza. And the Director's Penguin of the Week is Isabella Vasquez. And now, please enjoy as the Silver Dancers perform their palm routine to As It Was. it for the Hendrickson High School Silver Dancers. Each game, the Hawk Band honors students who go above and beyond for the program. Our first year Hawk Band Member of the Week is Nicholas Ward. Our guard member of the week is Summer Loza. The percussion member of the week is Makai Todman. And our Hawk Band member of the week is Annalyn Evangelista. The section of the week is the clarinet section. Drum major Chloe Nixon, Liam Hackett, Edison Tao, and Jackson Williams. Is your band ready? The Hawk Band is proud to present their 2025 production entitled Emergence. direction of Gene Surface, Isaac Medina, Nicole Davis, Nathan Zamora, and Tom Jackson. The Hawk Band would like to express our thanks to the PFISD Department of Fine Arts and all of our amazing Hawk Band boosters, parents, and volunteers for all of their support. We'd also like to wish the Belton Tiger 100 success in the 2025 marching band season. And as always, go Hawks!
And we are back here as halftime is about to come to a close with 37 seconds to go in the halftime show. With it being a little shorter, I was told, I think tonight it is due to Hendrickson and Belton starting a little later. But Belton is about to run through the tunnel with 7 points in the first half. Hendrickson has 10 as they are getting ready to run through their tunnel.
Welcome to the field, your Belton Tigers.
So Belton is now running on the field as Hendrickson is making their way to the tunnel. Our third quarter this season will be sponsored by the Victory Tap in Pflugerville. And we will play their commercial after our first stoppage of play, but we'll take a quick break and let the crowd cheer on their Hawks as they run to the tunnel.
Hawk Band, on your feet. Bring your Hendrickson Hawks out for the second half. Go Hawks! Attention Hawk fans. Having difficulty making it to a home game or even an away game? We have you covered. Hawk High Soaring Network is a radio broadcasting live play-by-play Hendrickson varsity football matchups all season long, including varsity boys and girls basketball, softball, and baseball. You can follow on X or Twitter at HHSoaringN2024 or by searching Hawk High Soaring Network on YouTube. Go Hawks!
We are back here, HHS Network, as we're getting ready for the opening kickoff of the second half here at the field. Hello, my name is Sam Ressler, the voice of this awesome radio in its second year, and I'm joined by my new color commentator and one of my favorite people that I've met in the last year. And next to him is the coach for Hendrickson. The assistant coach is on the radio next to me. Alongside him, without a headset on, is the head coach, Kenan Dvorak. Coach Seth Cross, what do you look for in the second half if you're the Hawks?
Hawk fans on your feet for the start of the second
We've got
half.
to get a handle on Ross, number 5. He has 6 catches for 106 yards. Will Shepard is about 11 of 18 for about 140 yards, and he's got about 25 yards rushing. He has been the key. That Ross, Shepard to Ross connection has been big for the Tigers.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You know, Ross is like our Romello Boykin out there who is just all over the field. It would not surprise me if some time through this game we see him on the kickoff team like Bobby Boucher and is just out there just all over the field, you know, finding real estate on this field because he's been living everywhere he's wanted on this offensive side of the ball for the Belton Tigers. Now, the Tigers start with the ball after the kickoff. They have the ball at their own 38-yard line, moving from right to left on your radio. There's the snap to Shepard. He hands it to Plants, their running back. He crosses the 40 where he is met by a wall of Hendrickson Hawks and maybe a gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play, Coach.
Yeah, that's a good run defense there by Hendrickson. Really, outside of Shepard, the quarterback, a couple, 5 or 6 yard carries by Plants and maybe a couple by number 45. Belton's run game has not been, a huge impact, but it's been the ability to escape pressure from the quarterback that's been dangerous here. So good job for Hendrickson to keep that going in the second half.
2nd down and 8. There's the snap. It's a pass to the left side of the field. That looks like it's Ross. And Ross catches it, and he crosses the 45-yard line where he is tackled on the play. Looks like number 35 for Hendrickson, or 35, Rhett Peterson, I believe, was the tackle. The second baseman for the Hawks on the baseball team, and a student that you thought you should talk to his dad last year, Coach, about joining the track team.
Absolutely.
There's in motion, that's number 33, Plants. He takes, it's a keeper by the quarterback, Shepard, and he is dropped on the play by number 79 for Hendrickson. 71. 70 and 7 and 9. 7 and 9 for the Hawks. Khalil Stewart and Andre Nwagu with the tackle.
That time Hendrickson read the little zone read. Shepard kept it. Again, he's been the most dangerous with his legs, and he was wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. So this is huge for Hendrickson. 4th and short.
4th down and 3. It's a snap and a handoff to Plants. He takes it forward. It's going to be close. I think he has the first down. Let's see.
I think so too.
The sideline ref is moving first down, and the sticks are moving. Nice 3, let's say it was 4th and 3, and that was probably 3.5 yards.
Just enough for a Tiger.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. It's the first game here, week 1 of the high school football season 2025 here on the Hawkeye Story Network. We got a good game going for the Hawks as it's their first game at home this season. One receiver to the right, one to the left in motion. That's one of their tight ends, 45, and it's a pass that goes incomplete, 2nd down.
Pass incomplete brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Coach, if you're the Hawks defense, you have the lead up by 3 right now, and it was very close to making it 14-10 there as the clock had expired. And so I feel like you need to stop right now to set the tone. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Plants, the running back, and he crosses the 50 down at the 48-yard line where he is met by a bunch of Hendrickson Hawks and Spicer on the tackle. That guy is just, I don't know if he brought his camping gear to the stadium tonight, but he looks like he's planning to camp out in the backfield of the Tigers tonight.
That tackle, I think, put Spicer at double digits or pretty close to it. He's got somewhere between 9 and 11 tackles unofficially from our count.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. Shepard throws to the right. Ball is nearly intercepted by Hendrickson on the coverage.
Incomplete pass brings up a Tiger 4th.
That was number 35 on the coverage for Hendrickson. That is Rhett Peterson, who he's making his mom proud tonight. And that guy is he's another athlete on the field, Coach, that is, like you said, he could be on the track team with this, possibly with the speed, and he is just a weapon out there. There's the snap. It's a pooch kick, and waiting for it's Maddox Squealer. It takes a Tigers bounce inside the 10 down to the 6-yard line. Great start there for the Hawks defense.
I got to tell you, having that 4th and 2 conversion, they're right at midfield, and again, Hendrickson defense bows up. They've really done it all night. And I think one of the other keys, that 3rd down incompletion, we finally were able to get a little bit more, reduce the space between Ross. He wasn't running wide open, made a contested catch incomplete. So great job by the Hendrickson defense. Now let's see if the Hendrickson offense can drive 96 yards here for maybe a touchdown.
So lined up in the pistol formation with the running back in the end zone. It's a handoff up the middle. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. I think he may have lost a yard, but taking it for maybe a loss of yard on the play. I think that's Artis Duncan.
I think so. He had a really good second quarter carrying the football. Tough there. It just Belton player made a good play as soon as he got the ball in his hands. So it brings up 2nd and 11 here. 2nd
down and 11. In the gun, there's the snap. Vallejo looks to throw to the right, intended for Ramila Boykin, incomplete. In the area for defense, it's number 34 for Belton. Oakley Torres, the outside linebacker, and nice defense there as he was there to knock it away. And you got to think, Coach, in the halftime locker room for Belton, I'm sure in big letters on the whiteboard, number 0 is written.
Absolutely. And that's the second time we've kind of run that post pattern. It seems like Belton's able to kind of squeeze that, make it hard. I would look for Coach Pierce. I'm sure he's writing that down on his little piece of paper there to maybe keep moving Mello around like he talked about, see if we can get him open.
They're down in 11. Vallejo throws. Ball over the middle. Ball is nearly caught and then dropped by number 18. I believe that's Holden Calvert for Hendrickson. Wait, no, it's Weston Sawyer. Excuse me. Calvert's 15. That was intended for number 18. And Weston Sawyer cannot bring it in. 4th down. Not a good start for the offense.
No, it's unfortunate. You know, we had a couple balls there. I think we could have made some plays, but when you're backed up against your own end zone here, you don't want any holding calls. Now we've got a punt.
Hawks line up to punt the ball from their back of the end zone. I believe punting the ball for the Hawks.
Looks like a delay of game.
Looks like A.J. Fowler, number 19.
Yeah.
One of the backup catchers. Or no, he is the starting catcher, or he's one of the catchers on the baseball team behind. My mind just went blank. I'll think of it in a second. But great catcher on the baseball team. There's the snap. The ball is almost blocked, and it takes a bounce out. Maybe let's say a 25-yard punt as it went from the middle of the end zone. But there is a flag on the play.
I'm not even sure how that ball went forwards. The Belton kid might have gotten there before the ball ever left his foot. That's remarkable. We're going to find out. We're going to say running into the kicker? Okay, so that'll be a 5. Well, now, wait a minute. I don't know if running into the kicker is a penalty. I think it's an automatic 15 yards. That might be a first down. Back in the old days, there was running into the kicker and roughing.
Yeah.
It is to my knowledge that there is no more running into. I think it's just if you hit the kicker, it's 15. We're going to find out here.
And it just popped into my head. Braden Borger, is a junior catcher now. So Borger and then Fowler are 2 stud catchers. And Fowler is also a good athlete here on the football field, too. We're waiting for the white hat ref to make the decision.
Okay, apparently I'm mistaken. I guess running into the kicker is still
5 yards?
Still 5 yards. I thought for some reason that got wiped out years ago. But all right, running into the kicker. A little bit more room in the back.
There's another flag on the play, and that might be an automatic first down with it. 4th down and 2. Let's see what the play. If this is running, if this is any contact, this might be a first down for the Hawks. But hold everything, folks, as I have not even taken off the flag off the scoreboard.
Week 1, Sam. Week 1.
First game of the season. Throw all the flags out now, right?
Everybody's trying to get things cleaned up. This is gonna be a personal foul. So,
Coach, the one thing that makes me feel better about this game right now is the K-State game looks good compared to this first down Hendrickson.
What a huge man! This is probably the 4th or 5th time tonight, Sam, that the defense has the other team punting, and there's been a penalty that has resulted in an automatic first down. That is so unusual.
The defenses for both teams, Seth, have stronger 4th down conversions than the offenses. So I guess from now on, if it's 4th down for the Hawks this season, they should just send their defense out there because they're good at getting first downs. There's the snap. It's a keeper by Vallejo, 25, down at the 28-yard line. Nice tackle there by – there's a flag on the play, but it looked like number 66 on the tackle, or 56, Ian Smith, the defensive lineman, with the tackle. Flag on the play. It's 3 straight flags, Coach Cross.
Things are starting to get chippy. I think in the first half there were a couple penalties that went against us, and things kind of calmed down after that. But it's starting to get a little feisty out there now. So I think this is going to end up being offsetting personal fouls. No, looks like
first down Hendrickson.
Okay, all right. So good job, Braden Mueller, to hold his cool because he had a guy give him a shove. He got up in his face, and also good job by the Hendrickson teammates to kind of get him out of that hot spot. So This is 30 yards of penalties for Hendrickson. We were on our 2-yard line, I think, is where we were on 4th down punting. So what a turn of events here.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Twin backs lined up on the left side and the right side of Vallejo. There's the snap. Pete keeps it. 15. Drops near the 10-yard line where he gains maybe 6 or 7 on the play.
It's
Second down.
So good to see Pete getting into the run game after some of the beating that he took last year. Really, really good run. I think that's about a 7-yard solid carry.
So there's the snap. It's thrown to the left, and it looks like it's caught out of bounds by number 17. That's Jonathan Green, and he had a really good scrimmage both games, Coach.
Attention, all fifth graders, both schools.
Was that a toss or was that a handoff? I couldn't quite see that.
Yeah, it looked like it was a little toss.
Okay. If it was forwards, that's going to count. If it was backwards, that might be a run. So we'll go ahead and give Green a
5 minutes, 41 seconds to go, third quarter, on the victory tap third quarter, excuse me. And we have not had a stoppage of play, like a timeout or anything yet, and we're just flying through this third quarter, Coach.
after a first quarter that felt like it took about 37 minutes and had about 65 plays. Oh my, we've got another penalty.
There's another flag on the play. This might be false start against Hendrickson. It is.
It's another illegal substitution.
Is it?
So the play never ran, and the official normally, if they put their fist up close to their chest, that normally indicates an illegal substitution. So I'm not quite sure. That's about our third one. I'm gonna have to talk to the staff and figure out what we're getting penalized for, because I'm not quite sure. But nevertheless, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, I think, against Hendrickson.
So here's some scores around the district tonight. Over in Lockhart at the half, Victoria West 28, Lockhart 0, as there's a timeout on the field. We'll just go through some scores real quick, Coach. So Lockhart trails Victoria West 28-0 at the half. And then Hendrickson, leads right now 10-7. Over at Conley, it's not a district game, but Conley trails Leander Rouse 27-14.
Nick Ward, Annalyn, Mackay, and the clarinets down foyer down there. We're going to
As they have the band director on the speaker, and I just turned the crowd mic down for a second. Cedar Park 28, Harker Heights 52, Bastrop 21, Alvin 7, Bowie 42, Manor 0, Buda Johnson 10, Round Rock Cedar Ridge 21, Aikens 36, Travis 0. Last night, Pflugerville went on the road over to Bible Stadium, where Hendrickson will play next, and took down the Leander Lions 21-14, and the Blythe Wolves won here at the field over McNeil 56-28.
I think they gave us the timeout before that penalty. It looks like E.J. Neal Adams on the carry. He's going to be close to the first down marker. He might be a yard short. This will bring up a 4th and very short.
So, I think is it third down? It is 4th down. You're right. It's 4th down and short.
I think you give it maybe a little tush push here. Looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be close though. I'm not sure we got it. Belton did a great job of stuffing it, but
let's see.
We're going to have to wait and see if there's forward progress.
That was as a K-State fan, I saw that 3 times last week where K-State could not get the first down. There is an injured player on the field. We'll take a timeout. This is Hendrickson Hawk football. We are back, and it's first down Hawks on the play as a K-State fan after last weekend with 3 4th-and-1s with basically no lines on the field or hash marks. It's nice, Coach Cross, to actually have lines and hash marks on the field.
Always is. Sure helps us old guys up in the press box.
Like we were just talking during that. There's 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left in the pistol formation. Vallejo throws, and it's caught for a loss of yardage on the play. Ball, I believe, is caught by Trevor Morgan as he is tackled about the, let's say, the 10 or 11 yard line. And he loses about 4 yards on the play. They're saying no loss of yards on the play, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Well, I think it's 2nd and goal, Sam.
Oh, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I think we're
2nd and goal.
So I think that's going to go down as a 2-yard loss thing, because I think we were at the 8.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, with 4:12 to go in the third quarter. There's the ball. It's thrown, and it's nearly picked off and knocked away. Nice defense there by number 2 for Belton. And that is, I believe that was actually number 3, Anthony Garcia, on the coverage.
You know, it wouldn't be an August game without some cramps, and it seems like that's starting to kind of, the cramp bug starting to catch everybody, it looks like now. So
for sure.
The heat we've had, but my goodness, isn't that the cold front that's coming this weekend can't get here fast enough.
Any snow in the forecast?
No, but some rain chances and some cool weather could really do us good here in Central Texas. I
think so, too. I really do. I know those Longhorn fans are probably happy that this game is not here with the heat and then the possible rain. Coach, after this play, I want your thoughts on that Texas game. 3rd down and 10 for 3rd down and go for the Hawks. There's a snap as Vallejo rolls to the left, wants to throws towards the back of the end zone, and that ball is intercepted by Belton. Nice defense there as it was caught and intercepted by, I think that was number, I did not get a number on that, but turnover by the Hawks as the Longhorn fight song is playing. It's not good to not get points there, Coach, but at the same time, it wasn't like a huge interception return or something. But the negative is you leave the red zone with no points.
And that's a tough one. But if you think about where that drive started, and we were punting from our 2-yard line, the fact that we got out of there, it stinks to not have any points. But we're back right where we started the second half.
There's the first play, goes up the middle. I believe that's the quarterback, Will Shepard, and he crosses the 30-yard line for a first down for the Belton Tigers. Nice run there by Shepard, 11-yard. Are they saying 2nd down?
I think about a 9-yard gain. And they're running the same play we ran earlier with Pete, that little inside veer, and he just took it up the middle.
There's the snap. Plans has it, tackled at the 30-yard line by Cardell Spicer, and it's going to be, that'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st down and 10, but I don't know if I agree with that spot. There looks like there's a timeout or there's an injured player on the field. We'll take a break. Hawk football will continue in a moment.
Born and raised in the heart of Austin, Texas, Bobby and Bobby Mack are the dynamic duo behind Tater.
Welcome to the Victory Tap, a locally owned and operated sports bar. Located at 111 East Main Street in Pflugerville, Texas. Cold beverages, a full bar menu with awesome food and TVs everywhere. Along with a friendly staff here at Victory Tap. We are here to serve everyone like a winner. Since the inception of sports, athletes have dedicated themselves to being the best. Here at Victory Tap, we strive for the same dedication to be the best. With ice-cold beverages, incredible food, and great service. Come over to Victory Tap and let us take you to Victory Lane.
We are back here. It's First down for Belton as they carry the ball across the 35-yard line. And to the 38, it's second down and 3 for Belton. 2:46 to go, third quarter. There's a snap. It's a play on the right side of the field, and it looks like it's going to be a loss of. And there's a lot of chippiness on the sidelines.
Looked like KJ Dove made the initial hit in the backfield, and then the runner never was able to get down to the ground. So I think we're going to get called for a personal foul here.
Ten to 7 our score, which we're on pace for another low-scoring game like last year's 14-0 showdown. So it's second down and 3 for Henderson. Second down and 3, excuse me, Belton. Henderson 10, Belton 7, 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Looks like they're going to give him a first down on the play. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I think they call this for a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Shepard drops back, throws to the left. That ball is incomplete. Looked like it was good defense.
I think it got deflected at the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure who got in there as the pass got thrown. Might have been KJ Dove, number 48, the sophomore. Somebody got a hand up. Thank goodness, because it looked like Ross was running free down the sideline again.
Looked like Paul Creighton was in the coverage, and if he had turned, that could have been a big interception for the Henderson Hawks. So it's second down and 10, 2:25 remaining, third quarter.
That was the first pass of this drive, this series for Belton. It looks like here they go back to the ground again. And that time it's swallowed up. Looked like number 12, Braylon Bryce, the junior, got in there and blew that play up. It's funny, Sam, I was going to say, Belton had kind of done the complete opposite from the first half. They've been running the football this third quarter, and but now they're in a tough third down and long distance.
You're exactly right. They have the ball at midfield, which I feel like they've had the ball at midfield most of the game, and it's third down and long for them as it's a pass by Shepard. He's rolling to the right, and he's under pressure. He throws over the middle, and it's incomplete, dropped on the play by, I believe, number 5, Maddox Ross, and it is. Nice coverage there by number 25. I think that's Rhett Peterson.
Or Gavin Ross.
Or Adrian Mendez. It was Rhett, right in the middle. 35 and 25 are playing right there next to each other, I feel like.
I still have Gavin Ross for, well, I guess I got to add one more. He's been targeted probably at least 15 times tonight. It's really remarkable. He is the go-to receiver here.
It's a pooch kick from the 45 by Will Shepard, and it takes a Belton bounce down inside the 1-yard line. Nice punt there by Shepard, and it'll be first down and 10 Henderson inside their own 1 when we return. Henderson Hawk football will return 10 to 7 Henderson. 1:31 to go, third quarter. This is Hawk football. We are back, Hawkeye Story Network, in the Victory Tap third quarter. 1:31 to go. Henderson leads 10 to 7 with the ball, first down and 10 inside their own 1-yard line. Under center for the first time tonight. Looks like it's a push forward by Pete Vallejo, and he may have gained half a yard, if that. Nice defense stuffing the box there, Coach, by Belton.
Yeah, and we didn't get to talk about this in the pregame. One of the only areas Hendrickson has quite a few new faces is along that offensive line. So we're getting a lot of guys some of their first-time varsity experience. But I tell you what, if you're going to have an anchor and a returner, it's got to be a Darius Hines at 6'6", 300 on that left tackle. See if we run off that left side again.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8. There's the snap. Vallejo's in the end zone. Under pressure, he throws the ball deep, and it's thrown to Boykin, and he almost catches it at the Hendrickson 42. Nice coverage there, again, by Belton secondary. And it is going to be 3rd down and 8 inside the Hawk 3-yard line.
That's another pretty good pitch and catch. I think that ball may have just hung up just a little bit on Pete. So, but again, in this day and age of football, if you have a ball that's a bit underthrown, that's probably better because your receiver has a chance to come back, make a play, maybe draw a pass interference.
So it's 3rd down and 8, 46 seconds remaining in the victory tap 3rd quarter here. And Hendrickson would love to move the sticks right here and not have to punt the ball from the back of the end zone. Because, Coach, last time Hendrickson punted, the ball I have no idea how the ball was not tipped.
But both times, the ball somehow went forwards, and it's almost like Belton was back there before the ball was ever caught on the snap. So, Doug Pierce would love to get out of the shadow of his end zone.
Coach, final score from college football inside West Point, Tarleton State 30, Army 27. And that's K-State's next opponent next week. How about that? Tarleton State is 2-0 on the season. It is.
Army, real quick. Army had such a great year last year, led by Bryce. Is it Bryce Braden?
I think so.
From Abernathy, Texas. So that's a fun little connection there. Boy, howdy, he was such a player. So Army's missing him.
Yeah, they definitely are. Losing at home to Tarleton State. But Tarleton State's 2-0. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 8 with 44 seconds and ticking remaining in the victory tap 3rd quarter.
Boy, we've got clock issues. We've got all kinds of stuff going on here. I'm not sure.
It's week one.
Week one for everybody.
Yeah.
Play clock still hasn't started.
40 seconds now.
We did not have to snap that ball. The play clock is not.
Pete Vallejo throws. He's nearly tackled as that ball was thrown in no man's land. And it's going to be 4th down. Hendrickson will punt from their own end zone with 36 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
Brings up a Hawk 4th and long. Inside the 5.
"36 seconds. The Hawks punt team is, I feel like this game is almost a replica of last year's game. And the Hawks offense has had some big plays tonight, but only has a kickoff return to show for it. There's the kick, and that ball is almost blocked once again, and it bounces, scooped up by Ross, 30, 25. He takes a huge hit, and he is tackled at the 25 of Hendrickson, where Belton will have tremendous field position. 25 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Coach, if you're the Hawks defense right now, you need a huge stop right now, or we could have a tie ball game.
Yeah, this is putting a lot of pressure on the Hawks defense. Belton's got the ball at our 25-yard line, but the upside is when you're in this part of the field, the boundaries shrink, so you don't have as much room to throw it. So if Hendrickson can step up and play some good run defense, they might be able to force a kick or maybe a turnover on downs.
1st down and 10, Belton, 25 seconds to go as they have the ball moving from right to left at the Hawks 25. Shepard is under pressure. The ball's fumbled and scooped up by Hendrickson.
Goodness!
Nice play there. Scooped up on the fumble, and it looks like Hendrickson has it. Let's see what the refs say.
So that's got to be an interception.
1st down, Hawks. That ball is either an
goodness.
interception or a scoop. That was scooped up by, I believe that's number 21. Nice defense there for Hendrickson.
Zabrian Brown, the junior defensive lineman, with a diving interception off of the deflected pass.
That was awesome.
What
awesome,
a
Coach.
timely turnover for the Hawks.
Just when you think the Belton Tigers have a field goal in their back pocket potentially to tie the game, the Hawks go and take the ball right back. We are right here in front of the marching band, and they are just having a lot of fun as we are up here. First down and 10, there's the snap. Artis Duncan has it, 30, 35, as there's a flag thrown, and this one might be coming back in the area of holding.
You know, one adjustment I think Belton made, you know, they're kind of a multiple defense. They have committed to this 3-4 look, and they have really kind of squeezed us into a box to where they've got 7 guys right near the line of scrimmage, almost daring us now to throw it. And in some cases daring us to run it into that 7-man front. So got to see if we can find an answer for that going into the fourth quarter.
So it is a hold against the Hawks, which will back it up and make it first down and 20. And there's 11 seconds to go in the half, or not the half, in the victory tap third quarter. As that'll do it. The clock's going to run out on the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Hendrickson 10, Belton 7. Hawk football will resume in just a moment.
Hawkeye Soaring Network is the official radio broadcast for Hendrickson Hawk Sports. It's proudly brought to you by 2011 Hendrickson graduate Sam Ressler. Established in late September of 2024, Hawkeye Soaring Network has radio broadcasted over 60 games, both home and away, across football, basketball, and baseball. We look to add even more for the 2025 to 2026 season, and we have now added softball as well. You can follow us on X at HHSoaringN2024 or subscribe to us on YouTube at Hawkeye Soaring Network. Hawkeye Soaring Network is looking for sponsors for the 2025 to 2026 season. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, you can email us at hhsoaringn2024@yahoo.com. Go Hawks!
We are back, Hawkeye Soaring Network, as we enter the fourth and final quarter, sponsored by the Hawkeye Soaring Network. Hendrickson 10, Belton 7, with this, which is very similar, Coach Cross, to last year's game in Belton, where the Hawks won 14-0. There's the snap. Vallejo keeps it. He rolls to the right. He's crossing the 20, throws it. Ball is caught at the 32-yard line. Let's see who that was caught by.
Romello Boykin on the catch there.
It was Romello, and he has a big gain on the play, getting back some yardage from that holding call right before the third quarter ended. But hold everything. There is a penalty flag on the play.
This might be a legal lineman downfield. Yeah. It was a slow developing pass play, and Pete was buying time, and I think some of our guys just got a little too far down. So
it was a hold against Hendrickson. As the band goes nuts, we'll take a quick moment to talk about our upcoming game. So the next Hendrickson broadcast, next Thursday, this coming Thursday, September the 4th, 7 p.m., the Hendrickson Hawks take the road to go to Leander Bible Stadium in Leander, Texas, to take on the Leander Lions, and it can be heard on the Hawkeye Soaring Network. As we resume play, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap to Vallejo, and it's a draw to the running back. And I believe that's Artis Duncan, and he takes it to the 19-yard line where it's going to be third down. And
still second because those penalties were on first down.
Were they?
So
Gotcha.
This should just be.
I think it's third down. The scoreboard's showing third. Because I think the first down play was a hold right before the half, and then it was a catch by Boykin.
I think the score clock operator is wrong.
Yeah.
This is second down. That was
Okay.
It was first and 20. So this.
Second down for the Hawks with no gain on the play. It's second and 24. There's the snap. Vallejo rolling to the right, wanting to throw deep. He's hit as he throws it. It's intended for Boykin. Boykin catches it and then drops it inside the 40-yard line, where that guy is. I'm curious what his vertical is, because he goes up and just makes plays happen when it looks like there's no play.
He's the epitome of a classic deep threat guy. He's long, slender. He's about 6'2", 6'3", 180 pounds, and he has such good ball skills. That time just wasn't quite able to bring it in.
So it's going to be – the scoreboard says fourth down. The sign over there says third down, and I think Coach for Belton just got an explanation, and so it is third down with Pete Vallejo in the gun. There's the snap to Pete. He's looking to throw deep. He throws it. It's intended. It's thrown to Mueller. It's caught at the 40, and then it comes loose. The ball is loose.
They're gonna
scooped up
say
by
incomplete.
Belton as the middle judge is saying incomplete. Well, the Belton crowd wants a fumble. I don't know about that one. That was really close. But if you're Hendrickson, I think you missed a break there.
Yeah, because, I mean, boy, his teammate swooped
got a
in,
break.
picked it up, and he had a convoy in front of him, so that would have been trouble. If you're Belton, you're like, no, fumble, catch. If you're Hendrickson, incomplete, no chance. So
it is – now it's fourth down in 24, and here comes the punt team for Hendrickson. Back to punt for the Hawks. That's number 19, A.J. Fowler, the senior. Timeout on the field. We'll take a break with them. 10:44 to go in the fourth and final quarter of the opening game of the season. Hendrickson 10, Belton 7. You're listening to Hendrickson Hawk Football.
Hawkeye Soaring Network is the official radio broadcast for Hendrickson Hawk Sports. It's proudly brought to you by 2011 Hendrickson graduate Sam Ressler. Established in late September of 2024, Hawkeye Soaring Network has radio broadcasted over 60 games, both home and away, across football, basketball, and baseball. We look to add even more for the 2025 to 2026 season, and we have now added softball as well. You can follow us on X at HHSoaringN2024 or subscribe to us on YouTube at Hawkeye Soaring Network. Hawkeye Soaring Network is looking for sponsors for the 2025 to 2026 season. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, you can email us at hhsoaringn2024@yahoo.com. Go Hawks!
We are back on the Hawkeye Story Network as Fowler punched the ball, and it looks like it may have touched the leg, but no one's acting like it did. From our view, it looks like it did, and Belton will have the football after it's down by the Hawks at the 35-yard line. First down and 10, Belton, Coach.
Yeah, kind of a low snap, but Fowler was able to get it, put his foot right through it, and we've switched the field. Belton's going to take over about their own 30, we'll call it the 35-yard line. So Hendrickson defense, again, they've got to step up and try to force a turnover on downs or get the ball back in the hands of the offense, because they have played so well this game. It would be a shame, to give them back the momentum.
So it is first down and 10 as the ball's thrown, caught by Ross at the 35. He is tackled on the play.
Big tackle there by number 28. That was Caleb Davis, another sophomore. Great job rallying to the football on that little bubble screen, one of Belton's trademark plays.
10 minutes, 13 seconds to go. In the fourth quarter, Hendrickson 10, Belton 7, as Belton looking to get the offense rolling and try to steal this game late in a game that is very, very winnable, Coach. If you're Hendrickson's defense, you need to stop. Second down and 9 from the Belton's own 36. There's the snap. They hand it off to Plants, and he is tackled on the play. Nice tackle there for Hendrickson. And that looks like it's number 12 for Hendrickson's defense. That's Braylon Bryce, the junior linebacker. So now it's third down and 8, 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game, and the Hawks are looking to start the season 1-0, beating Belton for the second straight year in a row. Unless it is 3, I believe it's at least 2, if they can finish this off. There's a snap. Under pressure, that's Shepard. He throws a screen. Ball is caught.
Great tackle.
Down at the 40-yard line.
Paul Creighton
that's
with
number
a
30.
tremendous tackle. That would have gone for a first down, Sam. Paul flew in from his corner spot, and it's going to be 4th and 4 for Belton again. And again, with the way that they do things, they don't go in a traditional punt formation. They're in shotgun, but we'll see if they pooch punt it here.
It is 4th down and 4. Like you said, their punter is the kicker for Belton, and it's a quarterback keeper. And he looks like he's going to be short. Let's see where the sticks are. Belton says they have it. Hendrickson says they don't have it. He had to get to the 45. Let's see where the spot is. And it is a first down, unfortunately. It was a very close spot for Hendrickson, Coach.
What a gutsy call. My goodness. He took a direct snap, Shepard, the quarterback, and again, he is so slippery. He just slithered right through there.
First down and 10, Belton now at their own 45 as they convert on the 4th and 4. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Plants. He crosses the 50. He's inside the 40-yard line, knocked out of bounds at the 39 by a flock of Hendrickson Hawks. I think that was number 7 on the leading the tackle out of bounds for Hendrickson. Khalil Stewart, senior defensive back.
That's one of the few times that Belton's really been able to hurt us with that outside run, and it was kind of like a delayed handoff, but he picked up big yardage there. 16-yard run, 1st and 10 for Belton inside Hawk territory.
So it is first down and 10 Belton as we are approaching the 8-minute mark of the fourth quarter. And it's a keeper by Shepard, and he is dropped on the play. Nice tackle there by, I believe that's number, is that 6? Let's see. Tackle was made by.
That might have been Andre Wagwu on that tackle on that outside linebacker position.
Yeah, number 9, Andre Wagwu. Again, I feel like we're so high up in this press box here. It's
feels like the numbers have gotten smaller over the years too, so it's a little hard to see from time to time.
There's the snap, and it's a pass, and catching it, moving inside the 30. The ball's loose.
Oh, wow.
As Hendrickson may have it.
That's going to be
Let's
close.
See what the refs rule it.
On the run, it looked like the ball got knocked out before he hit the ground. I think they're going to say 25 was down by contact.
That's one, folks, that Hendrickson may want back here in a few minutes. So 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Belton looking to steal this game here, spoiling the senior night and the first home game of the season, trying to return the favor as Hendrickson won on the road at Belton last year, 14-0. There's the snap. Handoff to number 25 for Belton. And that is their running back, Gino Zecca, the senior, and he has a nice gain on the play, and I believe it's a first. Let's see where they mark him. It is a first down and 10 for Belton as they just continue to milk the clock and move the sticks. If the Hawks defense are on their heels right now, and they're looking a little tired with a long drive that was almost stopped on that quarterback keeper, Coach. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Plans. He takes it across the 15, inside the 10, or it'll be close to the 10. Second down, and let's say a long 3.
Brings up second down and 3 for the Tigers.
Yeah, Belton, they were having some success in the first half. They've completely flipped the script. They've really gone to the run game. They're probably closing in on 100 yards just in this last quarter and a half.
It's a bubble screen. Caught. 10, 5. And I believe that is a first and goal for Belton, and it is. First down in Belton at the 4-yard line. Belton knocking on the door of the red zone. And this clock continues to milk, Coach. 6:21 to go. Tick, 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 tick. First down and go Belton as under center. It's a handoff and dropped on the play as plans, and he will go down at the 5 for a loss of a yard on the play. Second down.
Last year, Belton, that was they were trying to figure themselves out. They were running I formation, power I, a little bit of spread. This year, kind of went back to what they did about 4 or 5 years ago where they are spreading you out, but Sniffin, when they like to get in short yardage, he gets into that old school power I.
There's the snap. It's a handoff to Plants, and he is stuffed. He's pushing forward. It's going to be close. Third down and goal from maybe the 2-yard line as we are getting close to the 5-minute mark. And if you're Coach Sniffin right now, Coach Cross, are you already thinking ahead to a possible field goal attempt if needed?
I'll be honest with you, with the way that they have really been aggressive with their play calling all over the field, I think this is
you're on the road.
Touchdown territory.
Yeah.
They're going for the
under center, there's the snap. He goes forward, and it looks like he's in, and he is. Belton takes the lead on the quarterback keeper by Will Shepard, and Belton now has the lead at 13-10. (13-10) our score with 4:53 to go in the ball game. Lining up for the extra point for Belton. That's Corin Ramazar, and the extra point is up, and it is good, making our new score Belton 14, Henderson 10. We'll take a break, 4:53 to go in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Henderson Hawk Football. We are back as lining to kick the ball off for Belton. That's number 27, the senior, Corin Ramazar. And Henderson trails 14-10 with under 5 minutes to play in the ball game. There's the snap, or no, there's the kick. It's caught at the 17-yard line. 20, 25, still on his feet and met by a wall near the 30-yard line. I believe, was that Green or was that Green?
I think that was Romello Boykin. He's one of the upbacks.
Okay. First down and 10, 4:46 to go in the game. Henderson looking to put together a game-winning drive, head coach or Coach Seth Cross. I believe this team will do it. I think they need to do some jet sweeps, but there is an injury on the field, and we'll take another timeout. Hawk football will continue in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still here on the Hawkeye Story Network. There's an injury on the field, and we're not able to give updates on what's going on, but we will update you when the game resumes. Please stay tuned here on the Hawkeye Story Network. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have just tuned in or you see that it says we will be right back, there is an injury on the field right now, and we are waiting for the game to be resumed, but due to UIL rules and privacy, we can't give any updates on it except just let you know when the game is resumed. So please stay with us. We will have football here in a little while, but just wanted to give an update. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the Hawkeye Soaring Network after that long delay injury. We are ready for play. Henderson has the ball, trailing now 14-10. There's the snap. It's a handoff in the jet sweep formation, and I think that might have been Trevor Morgan.
That was J.G. Green on the carry.
It was J.J. Green?
Yeah, J.G. Green. Sorry about that. That was J.G. Green on the carry.
That was number 17, Green, with the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 7, 4:26 to go in the ball game. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Rolling to the left is Vallejo. He's under pressure, and he takes off to the right now, throws it deep. Boykin has it.
Oh, he's got it! Oh, my goodness!
Touchdown!
Oh, my goodness!
Gives the Hawks the lead as it was a deep ball that looked like it was going to be overthrown, and Boykin comes out of nowhere to give the Hawks the Hendrickson Hawk touchdown. Wow, what a play, Coach Cross.
Oh, my goodness. So a busted play. It was initially designed to go away from Boykin. Vallejo made a great little spin move to get away from a defensive lineman. Rolled it, kept it alive, saw Boykin, launched it. Boykin makes a catch and run. Unbelievable turn of events.
4:02 to go, and leading out there for the extra point, that's Mercado. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. As the Hawk Band plays the fight song, it is now our new score, Hendrickson 17, Belton 14, 4:02 to go in the game. We'll take a break. Hawk football will continue in a moment as we turn our headset mics off and hear the fight song.
Georgetown Subaru, proud premier sponsor of Pregame ISD Athletics. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a
We are back. Hendrickson 17, Belton 14, as it's a pooch kick caught at the 20-yard line by number 45. That's one of the tight ends for Belton. And that's where Belton will take over 1st down and 10. We are back. There's the snap by Will Shepard. Ball is caught by Gavin Ross, 32, 35, 40. Knocked out of bounds on the play by, I believe that's number 35. Rhett Peterson knocks Ross out of bounds, but not until after a gain of 15 yards and a Belton Tigers 1st down with 3:48 to go. So, 1st down and 10 Belton, 3:48 to go as they are doing a hurry-up offense. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. In the gun, that's Plants. There's a snap. It's a handoff to Plants. He crosses the 50 and into Hendrickson Hawk territory as he is wrapped up on the play by, I believe, Cardinal Spicer. 2nd down and 4 for Hendrickson, or for Belton. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. There's the snap. It's a bubble screen to, I believe, Ross, 45, 40, and nice shoestring tackle there. That might have been the lead for Belton as we approach the 3-minute mark in the game. 1st down and 10, Tigers. as we are approaching the 3-minute mark. Coach, this Belton offense is rolling since, except that blown play on the Boykin touchdown, this Belton Tigers offense is rolling.
It really is. They've got it going now. Ross, man, we're just having trouble stopping him. He's all over the field making catches, and you got to give credit to Belton. They've made so many plays tonight.
There's a deep pass. It's thrown, and it's nearly caught. Nice defense there on the play, but for Hendrickson. That is number 28 for Hendrickson on the defensive side of the ball. Or that was Quiller on the defensive coverage, excuse me. So 3:11 to go, second down and 10 for Belton at the Hendrickson 28. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and the gun is planned. There's the snap. It's a play action caught by Ross at the 40, 38, 35, 30, 25, and he is tackled after a nice gain on the play as he is near the Hendrickson Hawk red zone. 3:02 to go, and the Hawks are on their heels and desperately need a stop right now. Coach, what if you're? I believe our defensive coordinator is Mike Peterson. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
If you're Mike right now, are you sending pressure right now, or are you just playing cover 4s, or what are you doing right now?
Man, it's so hard. Belton's been really effective at really handling whatever we were bringing against them.
It's a quarterback keeper by Shepard, and he is dropped on the play, just inside the 25, maybe the 22 for a gain of 2. It'll be second down and maybe along 8 or 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a 1-yard gain there.
We are 25 seconds away from the 2-minute timeout, which is new this year in high school football. They tried it last year in college, and it's basically the same as the 2-minute warning in the National Football League. There's the snap. It's a keeper by Plans, and he breaks the tackle inside the 20 and down after. Wait, is the ball loose?
Is there a fumble?
Is there a ball on the ground?
There's no signal. I guess they're gonna mark. They're gonna say he was down by contact.
That looked like it could have been a fumble, but. Folks, if there's crowd noise, there's a timeout on the field. We'll take a break. Hawk football will continue in a moment. At the 2-minute timeout.
Born and raised in the heart of Austin, Texas, Bobby and Bobby Mack are the dynamic duo behind Tater Q. One day, Bobby envisioned a stuffed potato loaded with all the fixings. An idea that sparked the beginning of Tater Q in 2016. Fast forward to January 2023, when their first brick-and-mortar location opened its doors at 1202 FM 685 in Pflugerville, Texas. Tater Q restaurant has redefined comfort food with our famous spud. Each loaded baked potato is crafted with savory meats, fresh toppings, and our signature sauces, creating a meal that brings everyone together. So stop on by and taste why our spud is a must-try for barbecue lovers.
Two minutes to go. Hendrickson 17, Belton 14. As we get closer to the end of this game, as the Hawks look to win this game with the chicken dance being played in the Hendrickson marching band. Coach, get up and do the chicken dance. No. Let's hopefully do a victory dance after this. 2 receivers to the left for Belton, 1 to the right. There's the snap. It's a quarterback keeper by Shepard. It looks like the defense read it perfectly as he is dropped behind the line of scrimmage down to maybe the 17. That might be a 4-yard loss. Let's see where they spot him. What a great explosive play out of the 2-minute timeout, Coach.
Yeah, I think Coach Peterson drew up a little pressure there. We brought more than they could block. We had extra guys flying to the football, and Shepard had nowhere to go. I tell you who's going to get the football. It's going to be number 5 from Belton. I don't know how he's going to get it, but it's going to him. You just know it.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left as they move from left to right. There's the snap. It's thrown. Ball is caught. He breaks free. 10-5, touchdown Belton. 1:16 to go as the Tigers take the lead. 20-17. Nice offensive play there and patience there, Coach, from Will Shepard, finding the open man, and then he broke the tackle and walked into the end zone.
Yeah, that was number 25. He's been real shifty all night. They sold it going right. They snuck him out the backfield, I think, or maybe out the backside somehow, and we didn't have enough people. They ran a nice little screen pass, and he was able to scamper into the end zone. So, man, this has been one heck of a football game tonight.
You couldn't have said it better. And the thing for Henderson is you still got 3 timeouts. There's the kick. The extra point is up, and it is good. Henderson now trails Belton by 4. Our new score, Belton 21, Henderson 17. We'll take a moment before the Hawks receive the kickoff and review our upcoming broadcast this coming Thursday. September the 4th at 7 p.m., the Hawks are on the road for their first road game of the season as they make the return trip to Leander to hopefully return the favor against the Lions of Leander at Bible Stadium next Thursday night, 7 p.m. kickoff. Last night, Leander lost at home in Bible Stadium to the Pflugerville Panthers 21-14, and the Hawks like to do the same. But before we get to Leander, Coach, next Thursday, we still got a minute 16 to play, and the Hawks are playing from behind. What's the game plan right now for Coach Neely's offense?
Well, I think for us, you've got 2 timeouts left. You've got some explosive weapons, and I think the key is to not panic. Continue to make a play. You don't have to get it all in one swoop, but if you're Belton, you just got to expect their defense is going to have to put more people around Romello Boykin. That's going to probably open something up for another Hendrickson Hawk. Somebody else is probably going to end up stepping up or going to have to step up and make a play. Little pooch kick
There's
here.
the pooch kick. It's caught at the 30 and then fumbled, and then the knees touch as it is recovered on the play by number 18 for Hendrickson.
I think that was Weston Sawyer.
I think you're right. It is Weston Sawyer, number 18 for Hendrickson.
It's probably a good decision for him to fair catch that because no time comes off the clock. Hendrickson takes over at the 30-yard line. They've got 70 yards. They're down 4. This is eerily similar to 5 years ago. Hendrickson and Belton, we've had some battles the last half-decade, and here we go with another barn burner tonight.
There's 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It's a quarterback keeper by Pete Vallejo. He is dropped on the play inside the 35, his own 35, maybe a gain of 3 or 4. The clock's ticking, Coach. 63 seconds to go. Hendrickson takes a timeout. There is an injured player on the field. We'll take a break. Hawk football will return in just a moment. We are back on the Hawkeye Story Network after the injured player comes off the field. There's 1:03 to go in the game. The quarterback's lined up, and looks like there's going to be a timeout. Let's see. Coach, there's 1:03 to go in the game. If you're the Hawks offense right now, what are you looking for? I assume, probably Romello Boykin, but if you're Belton, you're gonna have like your security blanket all over him.
Yeah, so I think we had to call a timeout there because the clock was going to run. Not sure what happened, but we have one timeout remaining. We are at the about a little shy of the 35-yard line, so we've got some room to go. Romello Boykin is who you're looking for, but if he's drawing 2 or 3 defenders, then that means somebody else is probably open. If we can find the open receiver that's coming up, I think we're going to have a chance to make this very interesting.
Well, it's a great way to open the season, and I am fired up. The Hawks have a chance to go down the field and win the game. Regardless, it's been a great football game. Good way to start week 1. If you're the Hawks, you want to win badly. The positive is you're learning a lot about your team, your strengths and weaknesses, and it's not a district game. But you want to start out 1-0 and build on that. So let's see if the Hawks can do this. Looks like they brought in Chance Pierce for possible arm throwing. There's the snap. The pass is thrown by Pierce. It's caught at the 40, 45, 50, 45, out of bounds. Is that, let's see, that's Mueller. And is there flags on the play?
There definitely is. So Mueller stepped out of bounds, didn't know it, kept running, and then he got grabbed and then tackled. I'm not sure what they're going to do. If this is a personal foul against Belton for a late hit,
so it sounds like, it is a 15-yard penalty, late hit on Belton.
So that's brutal because that's at the end of the play. It was about a 14, 15-yard catch, I think, plus the penalty yardage. Hendrickson, with 55 seconds left, is now threatening. We are inside Tiger territory. And, Sam, it's just like I said, somebody else is going to end up having a chance to make a play because of the attention that Boykin is drawing.
There's the snap. Chance Pierce, who may have came in for his arm. He takes off 40, 35, 30, 25. And there's a flag on the play, and it looks like it could be in the possible area of holding.
And that's so unfortunate because, I don't think we needed to. We had positive yardage. We were downfield. I think we just kind of reached and grabbed somebody, and it's just an unfortunate penalty, but we'll have to make up for it on the next one.
Nice quick awareness from Chance Pierce there, who, again, I think he may have come in for his arm or his legs, maybe some trickery there at the end. But regardless,
well, I think with Pete stepping out of the game, I think chances until they can get Pete figured out, I think Chance is going to end up guiding the team the rest of this game.
So there's 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. Chance Pierce throws the ball deep, and that ball looks like it's picked off, and it is. And that will probably do it for the Hendrickson Hawks, as it was thrown to Boykin, but just a little underthrown.
I think it was intended for Maddox.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It looked like, unfortunate event for the Hendrickson Hawks as the Hawk fans head for the exits. But regardless, nice fight here, Coach, as the Belton Tigers have come to Pflugerville and will return the favor after Hendrickson went on the road last year winning 14-0.
The series, as of late, we've played them, this has been 5 years now, every single game has been a nail-biter.
Yeah.
Every game. I think the biggest deficit, I'd have to go back and look, but, credit to both teams. Early season, first game, trying to work out lots of kinks. Belton took a punch to the mouth with the opening kickoff being run back against them. A lot of things for the Hawks to be positive about, lots to clean up. But if you're Belton, last year you went 2-9, had a really difficult season despite making the playoffs. I think if you're Belton, you're liking what you're seeing. You've got a good young quarterback and a good little nucleus of players. For Hendrickson, not necessarily back to the drawing board. I think there's just some things that are going to get addressed, and that's part of high school football early on in August.
You are exactly right. And again, I think this game, again, it's non-district. You hate to lose the home game, but I feel like the Hawks came out and did really well to start the game with the Trevor Morgan kickoff return touchdown. And I think the last time he had one of those was last year at Lehman. And so I think that is a huge spark for the Hawks. I feel like they have to get a lot of more players involved instead of just rely on Romello Boykin, which I think as the season goes on, I think they definitely will. They got some guys like Mueller and Morgan again, who's explosive. And I think Coach Pierce is going to watch the film and try to build in a lot more offensive weapons into this offense.
I think another key, and this is just growth and development, and with time, the offensive line, this was their first ever start together. This is 5 guys who have never played together. That unit's going to get better, and I think if Hendrickson can find a running game, the Hawks are still – we're going to be in the mix for a playoff spot in District 12? I think District 12 5A. So it's going to be a great season. Disappointing end to this one, but lots to be encouraged about for the Hawks.
Absolutely, man. I am happy. Again, it stinks they didn't get the win as the clock has expired. That's our final score. Belton 21, Hendrickson 17, and the Hawks will open the season 0-1 as they get ready for their game next week against Leander. We'll take a quick break and come back with some final words here on the Hawkeye Soaring Network. We are back. Final score, Belton 21, Hendrickson 17, as the Belton Tigers come into Pflugerville and return the favor to the Hendrickson Hawks after Belton lost last year on their home field 14-0. Coach Cross, it was a fun opening game. Unfortunate for the Hawks that they did not get the win, but it is senior night, and we're gonna mute our headsets and listen to the PA announcer, Ed Tidings. We are back here, Hawkeye Soaring Network. We will have final closing remarks from Coach Cross and myself. Coach, who would you say is Who do you think is the offensive player of the game for the Hendrickson Hawks tonight?
Well, I don't think there's much of a question on this one. Romello Boykin had such an explosive night. I've only got him for 5 or maybe 6 catches, but he ends up with 140 yards and that very exciting touchdown. He was all over the field. He probably was targeted close, I think, to about 15 times, 16 times tonight. So he is such a difference maker. Wasn't the only player. Braden Mueller, Trevor Morgan really stepped up as well. Both of those guys ended up with at least 5 catches each. Braden Mueller, I think, had about 75 to 80 yards. So we've got some weapons. We've just got to figure out how to continue to finish making plays within the drives. And I got to say this, we ended up on the wrong side of this result. Huge credit to our defense. Last year, our defense in our losses was averaging giving up in the high 50s. And tonight, although, Belton struggled last year offensively, I thought for our defense to have kept us in the game, holding, Belton to 21. We were on the field a lot in the second quarter and on. Proud of how our defense played. So we just got to find a few things there.
Well, I think Hendrickson, like I said, or like we said earlier, has a lot to take away from. I think they need to hold their heads up. This is not a district game. Belton, I think, is a very improved football team. Is in the same boat as the Hawks, who, did you say they made the playoffs last year?
They did. They're in kind of a funky district. I think there's only 6 teams, whereas ours has 9. So your odds of making the playoffs are higher. They won 2 district games. Those were their only 2 wins. They actually won a back-to-back towards the end of their season. I mean, I think they lost 7 straight games or 6 straight games. So they won those 2, got in the playoffs, got knocked out. So their record looks weird at 2-9. But credit to Coach Sniff and his guys do such a great job. This has been a really good opener, I think, for both teams for about 5 years now. I hope we can continue this with Belton. This is a good little rivalry we've been building.
It's a lot of fun, and like Coach Pierce said the other day, Sniffin, great coach. It's a fun little rivalry, and I'm looking forward to next week, which, again, our next game will be this coming Thursday, September the 4th, 7 p.m. kickoff over at Bible Stadium in Leander, Texas, as the Hawks take on the Leander Lions, who won the matchup here last year at the field. And the Hawks will look to bounce back and get 1-1 on the season. But again, our final score tonight, Belton wins at 21-17 and improves to 1-0, and the Hawks fall to 0-1. This will do it for our first broadcast here at the field in 2025. And we will see you next week, folks, here, pregame 6:30 p.m. as we will kick off versus Leander. Stay tuned again for the playing of the school song on the Hawkeye Story Network. And until next time, my name is Sam Ressler, the voice of Hendrickson Hawks Sports, saying, Go Hawks.
Thank you for listening to today's broadcast of Hendrickson Hawk Sports on the Hawk High Soaring Network. Like I always say, you can go anywhere in the world and see birds in the sky, but at Hendrickson, the Hawks are soaring high. Until next time, go Hawks.